video rather. On this platform, we have 98%, like I said yesterday, 98% of the people that love us here. We have 2% of people, witches and wizards, that love, doesn't, they don't like us. But we still they make them they laugh sometimes. In fact, we have converted some of them though. Some people did this platform with not feel like us, they don't they like us. Yes, because they go wait tire. Some of them will be patiently waiting for you to fail one day. You can never fail because you know what you're doing. You're standing for what is right and you're saying it how it is. That's it. See, people will laugh today. Now, tomorrow, they will still invest for me. Maybe my submission might not go their way. That's the kind of character that I portray on this platform daily. I like us to start talking. Black Panther, you were calling in. Find your way to the panel, I beg. I know they like to pick my panelist calls. Now, so Mr. Jonathan, they call that the Alex go they call. Black Panther go Alabo go they call. Find your way to the panel, my friend, and let's talk. Okay, guys. Mr. Jonathan, you are the first on the panel. Please talk to us. Thanks for your long
okay.
wait.
I greet you. Yeah. Thank you very much. Sometimes it's better to keep silent sometimes to some things. There is not everything that one responds to. I greet you. God bless you for the good work we are doing. My fellow panelists, I greet you all. Happy Sunday. God bless you all greatly. And Mommy Diaspora, once again, good evening, man. God bless you greatly. And my fellow commenters and callers, I greet you all. You're welcome. God bless you all. You see, there are two things I highlighted today. For me, two things. I really don't want to. I really don't want to dwell on that VDM thing because two people have said it. I spoke yesterday on this platform on it, and two people that have spoken after me. After that, one on this broadcast yesterday, and then I listened to Oraka also today. I couldn't have said it better than these people. No way. I couldn't have said it better. And the person on this platform yesterday was Mr. Ndubizi. He buttressed my position. He expanded on it, said it perfectly. Mr. Oraka's video today, I mean, they said it all. I only had it yesterday after Mr. Ndubizi's submission that, see, video, you cannot eat your cake and have it. You can't. It's not possible. You can't eat your cake. So I will just leave it there. I think people have even, especially these two submissions, I think there is no way I could have said it better. They did work on that. So I will leave it at that for now. I don't think it deserves any more, exposure or attention. What is wrong is wrong. And the idea again that is not supporting APC, I'm not. For me, I'm not buying into that. But there are ways you can play these things. There are ways that you can play it very well and try to be smart by half and think that people are stupid and dumb. But the other areas that I want to go to, for me today, are the two areas which I believe we should focus on so much. We shouldn't lose our attention on it. Is this electoral reform? We shouldn't. Whether they will do it or not, whether it will work or not, we must do our part. We must do our part, at least, if not anything, to let them know that we know. Let them know that we know. We know what they are doing. Let them know that we know that they are bent on rigging. Let them know that we know that they are bent on destroying Nigeria. Let them know that we know that INEC is working for them. And INEC is ready to work for them to rig the 2027 election. Let them know that we know, if not anything, because they are bent on doing what they want to do. But we should not be demoralized, depressed. We must say our bit in a very, very strong manner, very emphatic. Those that have the means to come out, those that are there in Nigeria, please come out by all means. Say your bit, do your part on this electoral reform. I've said it. They are bent on rigging the 2027 election. And for them, all hands are on deck to complete that mission. They are not going to relent, because that is the only way they can retain power. They have to rig it. It's not ifs or buts for them. There is no any other angle. That is the only route. So there's nothing we can do. They will rig the election. It is only on Nigerian people that will have to fight and defend their votes. Even when people, we talk so much, when people will say, on the day of election, you cannot defend your vote beyond the polling unit, the polling booth, or the polling station. Let's get that straight. We don't need to deceive ourselves because we raise our expectation too high. Let's manage our expectations. Let's know our limit. Let's know the perimeter at which we can operate successfully. We cannot, Nigerians, please get it straight now. Beyond the polling station, that's the place where you can defend your vote. Once they take it out, you have the army, you have the police. In fact, you have the Navy and the Air Force. If they will need to bring the Navy to join them to protect that local government collation center, to prevent people from entering that state collation center, and to protect the National Collation Center in Abuja with every force that Nigeria has, they will do it. The combined force of the Nigerian Army, Nigerian Navy, and Nigerian Air Force, they will bring them out. They will bring them out. Because that is the only route that they have to continue to perpetrate themselves in Nigeria. So make no mistake about that. So don't let anybody, even people that are talking, I know it's good. Defend your vote, protect your vote. You cannot protect it beyond the polling unit station. Once they takes it out there, there's nothing you can do. Once they enter that collation center, leave the ward level, still a little bit local. Once they get to the local government, that's where they perpetrate the rigging. It's at the local government level, that collation center. That's where that's where the rigging takes place. Please, that's where the rigging, and at that point, at that location, they will not allow anybody to get in. Even representatives of political parties or of candidates, we don't know. Nobody will know what is going on there. What we should be demanding, part of what we should be demanding, is that each collation center, we should be seeing it live on TV. There should be a way that it should be beamed live. We say in United States election, pick your state. Pick the state that you want to follow. Pick it. You will see them. Even if you can't see it from beginning to the end, they will at least show us the process. This is what is going to happen. The collation officers are seated. All the ballot has arrived. They have sorted the ballots. They are about to start counting. These are the representatives of Party A, Party B. They are all standing. So all those things, people should see them. Even if we will not be there when they are, even in the US, you will even see as they are counting it. Especially in some states that they call battleground states. These are the things, because that is where they perpetrate the rigging. So for me, I don't know how we are going to stop this, because these guys are bent on rigging. And the only solution on the table for us is that electronic transmission, I'm saying it again, please, people who are hearing, Peter, Randy, if you are hearing this, you have the platform. But please, the transmitted from EC8 must be the primary source of collation, the transmitted version. Please. They say, beat me twice. I don't know. I forget that quote now.
Once
beat
beaten,
me
once
once.
shy. Once beaten.
The second one, shame on me.
Shame on
If
me,
it's the second, beat me once, shame on you. Beat me the second time, shame on me. Dele Farotimi have stated over and over and over again since 2023 that he was the person nominated by Labour Party to collect the form EC8A for Lagos State, from the Lagos State INEC office. Dele Farotimi have stated that he got not one from EC8A was given to him. The person of Dele Farotimi, he said not one, they blocked him. He said he did not see one from EC8A, one. They didn't give it to him. You have said it multiple times. They didn't give it to him. So that from EC8A that you said it should be electronically transmitted, that IREF, your Supreme Court have stated that it is a viewing portal. So what are we crying for? It is like we are just babies who doesn't know what he or she wants. Just, we don't know what we want. Listen now, especially in the last 2 weeks, I'm hearing people, just in the last 2 weeks alone, how come in Nigeria, so educated people all over the space, and nobody is putting out there? What is wrong with us? What is wrong with us? With all our education? Lawyers left, right, and center. SAN left, right, and center. PhD holders left, right, and centers. And we cannot figure this out until, before you and I can go to bed and sleep, until that from EC8A that is electronically transmitted, that version on IREF becomes the primary source of collation. Forget it. They will rig it, and there is nothing we can do about it. We only come here, come 2027, and continue. Please, this we just have to continue to say this. And I pray that these people will kick them out. We can only pray and hope. Finally, let me quickly say the second item that I want to touch on is the video that was presented earlier today. This lady of Cries, Adesua, a video. This is what the likes of VDM, pick this one, use your platform, bring this one to the forefront. I heard it about 2 days ago, but this morning, because of this video, I went to the National Assembly. They compile everything, and you can always go to the National Assembly. All these ministers, when they come, their speech is archived. So you can go there and read it. Me, I do my, before I talk, I do my research. And I go and I pick the speech of the Minister of Health. I say, when I heard 38 million naira, because I was thinking, maybe these people they wanted to say 38 billion. It's not 38 million. Maybe they wanted to say 38 billion. It was not only when I go and read the speech, that Minister of Health, he said 38 million was released. This is what we should be talking about now. This is what the likes of VDM, these are the stories you should pick on. Leave politics alone. All this one that you are fighting Peter Obi in a very tricky, crooked way. Leave that one alone. 38 million naira. 38 million was released as capital expenditure to the Ministry of Health. Do you know the implication of this? Meaning that in 2025, there wasn't any investment in the Nigerian health sector. Nothing in any hospitals, nothing. Nothing. This is staggering. When I listened, when I read that, 38 out of over 200 billion, meaning that nothing was done, because that is capital expenditure. That is the money they will use to replace the beds at the hospitals, buy new equipment at the hospital.
Jonathan, 2 minutes more. 2 minutes more.
Yeah, build new medical facilities. That's why we're seeing nothing. That's why there's no development in Nigeria. Where did the money go? That was why 2 days ago when I talked about the hole, that hole in that budget. These are the money that they're supposed to give to the Ministry of Health. Is what Mr. Tinubu is using to maintain the presidential fleet. In 1 month alone, spent almost 3 billion maintaining presidential fleet. What are we talking about in Nigeria? What is wrong with us? Ministry of Health, 38 million. Which money is that? It's not even enough for Tinubu's dinner, because he has 9 billion naira for food in Aso Rock for 2026. 9 billion. That's not even enough. That's roughly 1 day that Tinubu will use to eat in Aso Rock. 1 day. And that was the amount released to the Ministry of Health for the entire year, a whole fiscal year. We have criminals superintending over us in Nigeria. This must stop. And again, Adesua highlighted, these are borrowed money. Let that sink in. These are borrowed money. Using 3 billion to maintain presidential fleet. These are borrowed money. And they still want to continue. They still want to win election in the most crooked, criminal manner. Anyways, let me leave it for other panelists to take over. Thank you very much, Mr. Elvis. I appreciate it.
Okay, Mr. Jonathan, God bless you, sir. Thanks for that different view of submission. Yeah, but I strongly still believe Very Dark Man is not working for satanic APC. No, never. It can never do that. He's just trying to protect his followers. You know, that's what he's doing. And I also believe that Very Dark Man will shock everybody when he's getting very, very close to election. The 20th of February is election. People should have that in mind. Everybody get prepared. My brother Ikechukwu, you left a comment. You know, I'm surprised that you're the only person that got this right. You know, the thumbnail that I did, no people did not understand why I did it. All my thumbnail, I do them with AI. You know, so that's it. And in case you could just study that thumbnail, you can understand why I did it like that. But some people might just see this as a normal thumbnail. And I said, and I just understood your cover picture. Paul is driving his team while Tinubu is being driven. That's yes, leadership exemplified. Yeah, you are right. You know, so that's it. You know, sometimes we just do our thumbnail and move on. I don't need to be explaining what we are doing and all that. You need to understand, go deep to understand what it means. But meanwhile, I'd like us to move on, call on the next person to talk to us. I think another person left us. Okay, Pius, you left a comment earlier on. You said that Mr. Elvis, happy Sunday to you and your family. Please, your integrity should not be compared. I must thank Mr. Jonathan for speaking straight to you. Yes, thank you very much. When people speak for you, it's always better. I appreciate you all. Okay, my people, and God will bless you now. Make we hear from the next person on the panel, which is Madam Patricia. Madam Patricia, thank you very much, man. Good evening to you. Please talk to us.
Good evening again, Mr. Elvis. Good evening, Mommy Diaspora, Nigerians. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon. And of course, those are not Nigerians too, because I know that it's not only Nigerians that are watching Nigeria Watch. So welcome to today's broadcast. Thank you again, Mr. Elvis. Please like and share. Hit on the dollar sign. To those that have already given, thank you so much, and God bless you. Our panelists, Madam Rita, is that Mr. Alabo? Our Dream Nation, yeah, that Mr. Alabo, and Abdul Malik, and Mr. Jonathan. Good evening to you. Yeah, Mr. Jonathan, let me just put that straight. Bataki is also a Benin word. So yeah, we inter what's it called? Inter blend languages in Nigeria. Like there are certain words that are also very the same in
Yes.
other languages as well. That means the same thing. So we can
Yeah.
say it's a Nigerian word. No, anyway, let's leave
Yeah.
it at that. Thank you. Mhm. Um,
Say Yoruba and Benin people. Now the same, maybe the same. Whether historically we blend together.
yeah, but may we not go that far
We
now
will not
because
go
later
that
on
one
we
now.
might talk. No,
Mm-hmm.
no, no,
Yeah.
no. I just want to focus on what I want to deliver.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, now, 38 million for capital expenditure for health. Yeah, that is a slap on on all our faces. 38 million. Why the banquet was 120 million for them? That what they spent in a day for a banquet was 120 million. Then 38 million was what was for capital expenditure. Not even if we say it's for a day, eh? For 200 and approximately 230 to 250 million people, that is also the minimal. It's at the, it's not even enough. Not to talk of for the year, Tinubu 9 billion that he spent last year come up to 24.6 a day, 24.6 million a day. Nine Tinubu they consume for Aso Rock every day. So if if we're looking at it from that standpoint, Nigeria, we need to wake up. Everybody need to do something about this because it's beyond people that are running now, people that claim they want to run or whatever. It's beyond that. The whole Nigerians should be out there saying no, we are not taking this anymore because it's enough. Enough is enough. This is too much. It's not getting better. If the minister of health can spend 120 million for banquets in a day, and then the budget for the whole year is 36 million. So what does that for the capital budget for the health? So what does that tell us? It means Nigeria, they're not saying no at all. And until we're ready to make these people pack their load by force and leave that place, I don't think they will leave. Oh, I don't think so. With all this kind of display of we don't care about you that they are displaying everywhere, showing it rubbing it on our faces. No, Nigerians need to wake up and do what they need to. I think we need to go the Sri Lanka way, which other place was that day that chased them out. Yes, I think that's the way we should go. We should be coming together to do that because this is just getting too much. Yes. VDM is yeah. I don't. For me, if you ask me, yes, there are certain things he does that are good, but for me, there are also things that I don't think he's doing right. If you ask me, yeah, that's my opinion. Because yeah, like somebody said, I think it was the first person said. I think it was Oraka actually. Yeah, was the one that said it. That VDM is lucky because Nigerians, they are gullibles. People that are always running with emotions. They don't think, you know. They don't do critical thinking. Many Nigerians don't do critical thinking. They just let their emotion control everything. It's emotion. They are very emotional people, emotional being, and they just flow with the river without even having to say, you know what, why am I flowing that way? No. So they are easy. They can say they are jellyfish. Many Nigerians are jellyfish. Everywhere wave carry them, go, neither they go. So that's the reason why we are where we are. Because I don't see any reason for him to say they don't collect their money. The millionaires they are using, they don't collect their money. So they don't collect their money next time. So which means when you go vote, vote with pain, with your pain. You don't tell them say they don't collect their money. So which means even them to them can some of them can say, oh, you know what, since they be everywhere belle face people, they can also say, they say they don't collect their money. We too said we will go there, we'll collect our own. Yes. Because when you are passing your message, you must also be sensitive to the audience, their mindset, the way they reason, you know. So you giving them a clue already. Say the also billionaires, millionaires, they don't collect their own. So on that day, yeah, but they should vote with their pains. Maybe they are paying that day. Maybe now how they want to eat immediately that day. Abi, you don't tell them now say they don't collect their own money. So they can go there and say, you know what, I beg, me say I'll collect my own, if that's the case. Because the bottom line is maybe our vote may not count. So when you are in a position where you can speak to many people, you know, audience like that, millions of people listening to you, you know, it's good for you to choose your words rightly. It's very good. I want to VDM. It's good for him to choose his words rightly. Yeah, I believe it's a damage control he's doing. Honestly, I still believe that. Because, I mean, why would anybody come out to be lashing on Mr. Peter Obi? Whether I like a price granite, whether I like a price coconut, that one is his own prerogative. No, nobody should tell him how he should live his life. He's first and foremost a Nigerian. He's a human being. The fact that he price granite, he not change, he not change the person. He not mean say maybe, you know, uh, he cannot manage his life well, or he cannot manage the country. You know, in fact, the ones that are blotting up your budget, is that the ones you want? You should ask yourself the question. I would prefer a good negotiator, somebody that know how to negotiate when it comes to business, than all these people that have no business in running the business of Nigeria, of Nigerians. Because these people that are running the country, they are not business minded. Hence, they are making they are running it as they choose. Hence, they are running it, and Nigeria is going down the drain. We are in debt. Nigeria is in debt, and they keep borrowing and be borrowing. Are those businessmen? They are not. So if we see things that are good, we should commend. We should commend that the price granite and they finally bought it for 10,000. And so what? He's good. He's good. Must he be dishing out money like that? Tinubu is dishing out money because Tinubu knows what he's going to steal. He knows. He knows he's a thief. He's going there to steal. Was that what he said? Power is not served a la carte. You grab it, you snatch it, you run away with it. What's that? Is that not definition of thief? A thief? What else do you? How else? So you cannot compare. You cannot compare Tinubu and Mr. Peter Obi. You can't. You can't do that. And even if people say yes, he will come out later, he will do that later. Mr. Elvis always have that opinion. Let him come out now. Because you cannot tell me that because of the people that is following him, people that is following him, they are both PDP, APC, Labour, and all this. Okay. The young guy in Nigeria, is it selective? Does he know APC? It doesn't segregate from APC and PDP and Labour people. Does it? It doesn't. If you are APC and you are on the lower rank, if you are not at the top, you don't get anything. You don't get anything. The APC people, they are still crying too. So we cannot say, and the people that are they are the ones that are still crying too. They are the APC people that are crying. The majority of them. So if he's now find somebody that can really, if he can help us change Nigeria, why would he not try and support him instead of trying to demarket him? I know you played one other guy video the other day saying that he should bring money. Peter Obi should bring money because Tinubu is bringing money. He's buying people. He's bringing money. So this is the mindset, and that mindset must change. We cannot always base our life on money. People that doesn't know their worth, they are the ones that put money in front. Because you see, your life is not consistent of the amount of money that you have. It's about who you are. Who you are is what will generate that money that will come to you, whether you like it or not. So build on yourself and not running after the money. So that's my take, Mr. Elvis. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, Mother Patricia, for that submission. I would like us to listen to more people right now. Guys, press on the like, help us to share. Okay, let's hear from Abdul Malik. Then I'll come to our Dream Nation before Mother Rita. Then last person for now is Mr. Odua. Abdul Malik, you have the floor, sir. Good evening to you. Talk to us.
Good evening, Mr. Nigeria Watch.
Yes, sir.
Good evening, everybody in the panel. Good evening, Nigeria. I come to this issue of VDM. As I said before, the previous videos he did about Peter Obi was pricing groundnut. It is normal something to price groundnut because Nigeria will not have control price. If the price is written there, it will not price, it will just come and pay. No matter how the money he have, he cannot spend money extravagantly. Yeah, because you know how he get his money, how he work hard to get his money. That is normal something. But we Nigeria, the kind of return mentality we have, the things that if you have money, you can just throw money and we know. If you know how you get your money, you economize your money. That is normal to price because there is no price control. The price is not written there. If you take a look at that video was mocking the city boy. Instead of city boy, he called that city girl. Yeah, he was mocking. There is no mocking Peter Obi. He was sending message to Peter Obi. He was mocking the city girl. Instead of city boy, he called that city girl. You see, in life, when somebody is doing good, some people, they hate him. For me, if we have 3 people like VDA in Nigeria, the government will force themselves to do the right thing.
Mr. Abdul Malik, are you talking of today's video or yesterday's video?
No, yesterday.
You are taking both of them together.
I'm talking about yesterday video. He was mocking city boy. No, he was calling the city girl. He said the city boy was calling the city.
That's the one used today. Yesterday was talking about granite. Peter will be buying.
No, even that granite too. It's the same thing with the city girl, city boy. They are together. The one that was mocking they was talking about the granite. Yeah. That is the same video. He was talking about the city boy, city girl.
Anyway, you can go ahead. Yeah.
Well, let me speak, please. No, I tried to tell you what I observed from the video. He was trying to send message to Peter Obi. But what I see there, he cannot say Peter Obi cannot be president of Nigeria. No, that one is wrong. It's Nigeria people, it's Nigeria youth will make Peter Obi be the president, not anybody in Nigeria. Yeah, it's just because of the youth they are not ready yet. Yeah, it's very wrong for that. It's wrong for that. You cannot say that. Nobody can make somebody president. It's just because Nigeria, I don't understand the way the country is going. You see, Nigeria, let us just say the truth. When you see somebody doing good thing, let us praise him. And when you see somebody do bad thing, we talk against it too. In what I observed, what Biden was saying is like he was saying, maybe it was serious to say you are buying granite. You are pricing groundnut, but that one doesn't mean you can price groundnut because the price is not written there. It's his money. It's like his mental, the way he knows, that is it. You see, those people, it was, according to Mother Patricia, he said that the video he made today too, he said that those people, they have already collected their money. They should not allow people, they should not allow them to deceive them, to campaign for them. Yeah, they should not allow those boys, they should not allow those city boys to deceive them to go and campaign for them. That was a very strong message to Nigeria followers. Because people that they have already made contract to take money on their pocket, they will go and deceive the global one to campaign for them, just to use them and adopt them. They said that they should not allow that. They should not allow everybody they should think what they experienced for the last 4 years. What they experienced for the last 4 years, everybody should vote the way he will vote. Because if you take a look what you experienced for the last 4 years, you can never say APC to come back to rule Nigeria. No, you cannot. Even make that. Even say so. Somebody who is working for you, you cannot make that. You cannot say so. He can't. And is it not the one that AFC arrested last year? Who is working for you? Have you even seen somebody who is working for APC? APC arrest him? No. He just tries to do what he can do. You know, nobody is perfect. It's only God. Yeah, we can make mistake anytime and we correct the mistake too. You see, imagine asking somebody use almost millions of naira, just use a day, just for eating. How can the country, how can you economize? How can you make the country grow there? That is what we are seeing in the country today. The kind of spending they are spending. Country cannot grow like that because everybody wants to take and get and put for his pocket, not for the benefit of the people. Yeah, that is the problem Nigeria have. After they say there is no money, okay, where are you guys getting this money from? All those budget, and look at the amount INEC is requesting to conduct 2027 election, almost 730 billion, right? If you take a look, when that IRA was bought, how much that IRA was bought? Is it not 300 to 400 billion? But today they are requesting just to I don't know what they will use that money for. 700 billion, which we already have IRF. What are you going to do with that money? Just for stealing. How can such country move forward? How can such country move forward where you even you your home, you cannot economize, you cannot grow because your expenditure is more than your income? How can you grow? That is the problem Nigeria is facing because the leaders, they don't know how to manage the country. Yeah, that is the reason why I told you, even though this coming election, they will still collect 5 naira to vote for the wrong people. Because they are not educated, they don't know how, they are not aware of how government work. That is a major primary issue they need to teach those people. Because when they know, they will not make mistake anymore. Yes, they will not make that mistake. How can you collect 100 naira to go and suffer for 8 years? You are crying, you don't have hospital, you don't have road, you don't have school, insecurity everywhere. But still you are repeating one thing, doing one thing. How can you get answer? You can never get answer when you are repeating one thing. Instead of for you to change to another dimension, find another solution how you will solve them. Mathematics have different type of solution, right? Equation, but you must find the one that it will arrive at the same point. All the answer must be one. We don't have two answers in mathematics. We must be one, but we have different type of how we solve mathematics. But the answer must be one. But in Nigeria, they don't care. Everybody is fighting for his own pocket. Even all those sitting boys, they have the right to choose who who they will vote for, who they will campaign for. But the way they are doing it is somehow. Even though you want to do something like that, this will be this person that is coming up as a president is from your region. You need to hide. Yeah, you need to do it secretly, not the way those all those Obi Kubana and Obi priests are doing it now. Thank you very much, Mr. Nigeria Watch.
Yes, my brother. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you. Okay, let's hear from our Dream Nation. Mr. Labo, talk to us, sir. Good evening to you.
Thank you, my brother. Good evening, sir. God bless you for what you do, and God will continue to bless you for us. A new Nigeria is possible, and that new Nigeria is coming. No weapon that will formed against us that will ever prosper for us not to take back our country from this criminal element. Our unity is non negotiable. We have to come together. We might not get everyone coming together, but well meaning Nigerians who believe that Nigeria can work again, that all we need is leadership that can redirect and take us to the right path where we can have a better country. Those are the people we are calling for the unity. Because sometimes when you talk about this unity, people feel it's not possible. It's possible for well-meaning Nigerians who mean well for the country, who want the country to work. Those are the people we are calling. Once we are united, those people who mean well for the country, the few enemies will not have any way to penetrate. We will win them, we will defeat them. In the election, in the ministry, wherever you find yourself, we should be able to do things in the right way. By that way, we'll be able to win a lot of people over. That is what happened in other countries. Not that they have police more than citizens. No. Some places you walk around, you don't even see police in your area where you are living abroad. You don't see any police station. But because institutions are working, it's stronger than the people. The people are majority, but the institution, when you understand the law, what institution is, how it is, you just have any option than to obey the laws of the land. That is how it works. So when we have a strong institution, which are the people we are talking about this unity? Institution cannot work without you. You are the institution. We talk about the institution, people will just think, it's just a building of INEC. The people who are working there, those are the people that will make it work, which is you and me. We are calling up well-meaning Nigeria, how we can fix our country. Today, you had that opportunity working in INEC. How are you using that opportunity? Using it to suffer the country just to loot money, budget something for the same thing you have bought before. One thing Nigeria do not understand on how this budgeting work is that it's a copy and paste. So the same chair, the same printer they have bought the last year, they will still put it there. So it's a copy and paste. They will only add more things. They don't remove the ones they have already done. So the same road they have constructed will still appear in the budget the next year. That is how the budgeting system works in Nigeria. That is the corrupt system we're talking about. We must come together to fix this problem. We can't continue in this copy and paste. As I'm talking to you today, you will still find out a lot of things. Cars, vehicle that is still functioning, working, is still reflecting in the same budget again. Not that they are going to buy those cars. They are not going to buy. It will enter the pocket of Nigerians, the same people, because they are Nigerians. But because they are wicked, they are heartless. They just sit down in the office and do these things. So it is just not just politicians that are the problem. Civil servants are the problem. All of us Nigerians are responsible for the failure of our country. Until all of us we admit that we have failed in our own way and realize that we must come together and fight this system that have destroyed the future of you, have destroyed the future of your own parent, that one that have destroyed, that is destroying the future of your own children. Until we wake up and said enough is enough, all of us will have to admit that to stop this nonsense. You can't see people who have questionable character, mendacious leaders who do not have any good thought. All they think is to strategize on how much they can take from the purse. Amechi made mention of something, even if it's part of the problem. He mentioned of tax issue. Yes, he doesn't want to implement some of those things because, last time I spoke here, I said it, we'll talk about it, that Nigeria will feel we don't understand the impact of this tax on the end of 2026. And Tinubu knows that. That is why he's playing politics with it. Because at the end of 2026, when you will realize that Christmas, that maybe you have 2.5 million in your account or 40 million, you just wake up one day, 15 million is gone. Or if not, the whole money is out. Then you will be provoked. So APC knows that they will be in trouble. When Nigeria will wake up Christmas, it affects him, but he bought himself in 2023 just to change the Naira note because of the Naira they stock in their account, the Naira they stocked in their houses. That thing affected them, which they fought it and they disagree with it. So they know that with this one will happen at the end of the year 2026, close to the election. It's going to be a big problem to APC. Nigeria will be provoked. So they are playing politics now, trying to make you, but if they rig themselves, you allow them, they rig themselves. As soon as election finish, Nigerians, that will be implemented. Your money will go out because they have already signed it into law. They have already signed it into law. They will begin to flog you. Tinubu will not have anything to lose. So it will damn you. So we cannot continue to allow this criminality. They don't have any plan for Nigeria. They don't have any plan for the country. Nigerians, if you love your country, forget about VDM. If you love your country, wake up. Whether VDM said this, that is not our problem. It's the least. It's the least of our problem. Let him continue his online thing he's doing. If Nigeria said the time with that number, if Nigeria is working, you don't need VDM. If the system is working, nobody will know we're talking about him on the system, on the internet again. He will turn to be doing a funny videos when he does not have anybody who will go and do something when police can wake up and do the job he's doing. It's because we don't have institution working. That is why you have that. I called in earlier, Nigeria was talking about if it is possible that this man may be working for APC or because of the video he did today attacking APC. I made reference to Jangdong in Lagos. He was sent by the same person. He abused Tinubu. Dane Buala is another thing. He left APC, 9 minutes to go. It was a mole in PDP. He finished his work. He got back to APC. Tinubu rewarded him. They will abuse a lot of you. They will do the thing for Nigerians. You will not understand that these people are there. They will do natural campaign. The Jandon did not raise the EQ of Alpha Beta. After the election, everything ended. They did not go back to APC. That is the system. That is work. So you don't trust human. Don't trust anybody. But let us come together and see how. Don't swear for anybody. They are human. Blood is running from them. The only human that did not fail on earth, that was Jesus Christ. According to the history and what we have seen, it's only Jesus Christ. Everybody made mistake. They fell in one way or the other. Morally, a lot of people made mistake. Pardon me. Prophet Muhammad, he made mistake morally. The only person that did not do anything, which is Jesus Christ. Go and fact check it. So we are human. I can't hope, brief, or be swearing for very dark man to say, oh, he will not work for APC or he's not doing. What I understand, if you like, you believe, or if you don't like, it's my own. It's my own perception. It's how I see it. He's making content video. For he doesn't understand. Something just want to make video. The video is making, is it not generating him money? So why are you saying he's not a content creator? He's doing it, he make money with it. So he has to speak. But sometimes when he wants to speak, he doesn't know how to say some of those things. So Nigeria will have to move on and forget about this man. Let us think of how we can fix our country and take back our country. Thank you, Mr. Nigeria Watch, and God bless you, sir, for the opportunity.
Okay, Mr. Alabo, thank you, sir. I would like to correct a part where you said you said a couple of times that Nigeria needs to move on, forget about this and all that. A lot of people have said that so many times. Let's just move on and forget about that. It's just like Obi Kubana or Chief Priest. Some people also said it. Let's just move on and forget about these people. Listen, these people are big names, whether you like it or not. If you can't move and forget about them because they have people that can impart either positively or negatively. So when they are doing something wrong, they need to be called out. We can't move and forget about them. Obi Kubana is a big name. Chief Priest is a big name. Very Dark is a big name. So when it comes to when they are trying to influence, especially the gullible ones, and election is around the corner, we need to counter it and quickly correct it. I wanted to say that.
Mr. Elvis, you know how to move on without them. Let me put it in another way so that people can get it better. Is that you can do that without mentioning their name or names. Because by mentioning their names, you are just giving them space, you are emboldening them. You can
Making
continue
them more popular.
Yeah, you can be doing your strategy. I agree with you. You can strategize, do what you need to do, but don't give them name. Like that's why I try as much as possible not the word those 3 letters of VDM to come out of my mouth. But it's just because of these last 2 days. You will notice me very well on Niger Watch. I don't comment on him at all, especially when it comes to politics.
Mr. Jonathan, are you aware in 2023 general election, a couple of people also came into this platform that they called in or joined the panel or on the comment section telling me not to respond to people like Boala, Reno Melkri. He's just looking for attention. We should bone them, forget about them and all that. I told them, listen, these guys pass a negative narrative of our principal on Twitter, on any other social media space, and you say we should be quite calm. No, you need to counter them because people will fly with it. Listen, whether you mention their name, you did not mention their name, if you stay quiet, they will win over their deceitful statement they put out there. This social media, it moves fast. People run with it so quick.
People are gullible.
Exactly. If you are not gullible, doesn't mean there's no. In fact, people watching us right now, I can categorically let you know that we have about 10 to 15% of the people watching us right now that are gullible. They will fly with it. You need to be able to bring their brain together to let them know that, no, what you're listening to, let me break it down to you. They are lying, they are trying to deceive you and all that, and this is their plan and all that, blah, blah, blah. So I'm not a fan of people saying, no, let's just forget that and move on. I can only forget somebody that doesn't have a name. If you have a name already and you're trying to deceive or pass the wrong narrative about what we all are facing, I will come out to counter you. Thank you. I would like us to move on to Madarita. Madarita, it's good to have you on the show. Good evening to you, man. Talk to us.
Good evening, Mr. Elvis. Happy New Week. My lovely mommy, Lamei, and Madam Patricia, Mr. Jonathan, Dream Nation, Prince Alabo, Abdul Malik, Dr. CM, and Mr. Odua. Good evening and happy Sunday. And greetings to all the comment section champions, Black Panther. I don't know what you're doing there. Kingsley, Golden Ark Records, William Usato, Evaline, Kingsley. I think Abuazi is already there. Peggy Mordy, Scholastic, I think. Isaac Sendam, Jane Abba, and all the good people out there. Desmond as well, and all the good people out there who are striving for a better Nigeria. Thank you very much, for being in Nigeria Watch today. And please share this program, share and press the like button. Like button, just in case you don't know, is the thumbs up, like your thumb of your palm, the thumbs. Just click on it. And also share this program as well. It's very important. Mr. Elvis, I really appreciate you. Thank you so much for sacrificing your time and resources to be able to come here on a daily basis. It's not easy. It's not easy. You are a champion. And those people who come here on a daily basis, or either in the comment section, or you come to listen, to everybody, you all are champions, and God bless you all. Speaking about influence, we cannot deny that in this. First of all, Mr. Jonathan, there's something that you said that you don't talk about VDM and all that, blah blah blah. See, people like you, Mr. Jonathan, if they want to talk about Nigeria or the economy, or even when people come to make brazen statements, whether it's true or a lie, you cannot be easily cajoled to believe. However, there's a large percentage of people who will believe it hook, line, and sinker. And that's why we come here every day. And that's why we have people counteracting, countering comments and statements. Because, for example, I'm not trying to be, tribalistic, but, I say it the way it is. In the northern part of Nigeria, we all know that one of the major means of communication is the radio. And this radio, we have radio stations sponsored by a lot of evil people, and they share this radio and they give them, like the Fulani man that we all see carrying sticks with the cow, their means of communication outside the bushes, and is the radio. It became very popular in the north. Now, if you have somebody who is an influencer, a negative, a satanic influencer, starts to send messages through this radio, because the radio is a trusted source of information. Remember, I'm saying in the most part of the north, or people like the Fulanis who are going to the bushes, that is, they trust their radio more than even the telephone. I kid you not, especially a certain generation. So any information that they hear from the radio, they believe it hook, line, and sinker. They don't have time to decipher, or they don't have time to really talk about the real issues and compare, dissect the information. They don't have time for that, because they already have a trusted source. So that's why we come here to say, hey, no, this is not the right information. We all know right now, I don't live in the north, but I'm sure in the north now, they have people who have sent information through radio, or even just somebody sitting down, a trusted, believable person sitting down on a couch and just saying, oh, they'll say Bola Ahmed Tinubu has allegedly decided that he's going to wipe out the northern, and Bola Ahmed Tinubu has. There are some people that will just believe it, and they will not vote for any Yoruba person or even Tinubu or any Southern person, because of the source. The source is very important. So that's why, even if we have some influencers, whether from the north, south, east, or west, they come out, to, support certain things, which they have a right to, is a prerogative. It is right. It is morally right, for us who understand the games, who understand the deceit, to come out as well to say, hey, this thing you're hearing from this person that is so believable. I call influencers believable people. Yes, because I think I got inspired by my former boss so many years ago in Nigeria. He said, pray that somebody who is believable does not lie against you. Imagine you have the Pope lie against you. Who do you think they will believe? They will believe the Pope more, because he's an influencer. Yes, he's an influencer. If Bola Ahmed Tinubu comes out to say something against you, Mr. Elvis, a majority of Nigerians will believe Bola Ahmed Tinubu, because he's a believable figure to the people who look up to him, to the people who he has influenced. So that's why we come here, to counteract believable people who are not being truthful. So that's why we cannot ignore the likes of VDM or even Obi Kubana and all that. Me, I particularly don't really, because of who I am, and I'm sure a majority of people are like me, is even if you're an influencer or you're the best actor in Nigeria, or you're Mufe Damijo, you come and tell me vote for this, you cannot influence me like that. But the majority of people, they can be influenced like that because they love the person, because majority of Nigerians have not, still learned to decipher what is love and what is politics. You don't mix love or idolizing a person by validating them that they are the best person to serve you, or they're the best person that will give you the service that you deserve. What is influence? Influence is an influencer is somebody who takes action. Period. Who is seen to take action. SEEN. That's what an influencer is. VDM has been seen to be taking actions to what he talks about in the past. So he has that following. He has that trust. He becomes believable. So anything he says, many people, whether it's even wrong or it's uninformed, there's a majority of people, a class of people that would believe him. That would believe him. That's the truth. And that's what we're even talking about it. Now, I have this message, and, for the likes of VDM, I mean, I know Obikuba, they have picked a side. I talk about picking a side. Mr. Elvis has picked a side, right? I have picked a side. I'm not even as influential as Mr. Elvis at all. VDM has not picked a side. At this point in time in our life, at this point in time in the situation of Nigeria, you got to pick a side, man. Because you know what? We don't have independent candidacy in Nigeria. That system of government or democracy doesn't exist. So that is why you need to pick a side. And you cannot, let me tell you guys, VDM, if you are listening to me, you cannot afford to be ambiguous when you are giving information, especially about politics, especially about the candidates. If you want to be ambiguous, please don't even go into politics at all. Don't even go there, because you are going to confuse a lot of gullible people, or you are just going to influence them to make wrong decisions. If you know you are going to be ambiguous in your delivery of information, you are talking about Peter Obi, you are trying to sound metaphoric, you are trying to be either near or there. You are there, we have, like my brother Abdul Malik saying, what he got from the message is this. We don't want the room for anybody to assume this is what you're saying, or if you are tricking your way, you just gotta be direct. You just gotta be direct. If you do not understand what Peter Obi is doing, VDM, please enter house. Yes, I'm telling enter house or focus on other issues. Nigeria has so many issues right now. So many issues. We don't need ambiguity at all right now. We don't need it right now. Show us where you stand. Is A or B. There's no in between, because if there's independent candidacy in Nigeria, that system of democracy, of course, many people, the way Nigeria is now, possibly even me, I'll be under the independent. If I see that both sides of the coin is not really good, or if there are multiple political parties, I'm like, you know what, let me just be independent. Let me see the independent candidate that is coming out. Perhaps he aligns to my own views of what I want our society to be like. But if you're an influencer, this is the internet day, this age of technology. We cannot absorb the fact that influencers have a very serious domino effect on the people who are the electorates. We cannot see. That is why they have people who go on. They have their social media teams, because social media has come to stay. Governors have that. We have seen it. President is even having it too. There's a lot of, and they are watching us right now as we speak. Paid online influencers, they are watching us right now as we speak. They don't like what I'm saying because I'm opening the eyes of the blind. But that is the reality. People would spend money for online media coverage, and also influencers, because they know that is the system now. This generation, they don't like to read. They don't like to do research. It is real-time enjoyment. What they see real-time is what they just go by. They will forget that this same person was the one that murdered their parents. They are forgetting that one. And it didn't even happen like 10,000 years ago. Maybe it happened like 6 months ago. They are forgetting. Because right now, it's feeling joy. It's enjoyment. Now. That's the kind of society we have today in Nigeria. Or right now, it's how they want to eat gari right now. The rice that they're going to collect. That is their own. They've forgotten what happened 6 months ago. This same person was the one that caused the death of their father or their mother. They've forgotten. That's the society that we are in today. So we cannot absorb or we cannot ignore. We can talk about it, for the sake of, information dissemination to the gullible ones. But I don't think we should, strive so much energy. Maybe it's my own thinking. Maybe some people will disagree to say, you know what, we should push so much energy on these people. But I have to say this. Obi Kubana, it's your prerogative. Whatever you see now or going forward in the future, that's your own prerogative. You should be ready to face what the future holds for you. As for now, as for VDM, we don't want ambiguity. In fact, let me use simple language. Please, VDM, pick one side. Pick one side and be straight. Thank you, Mr. Elvis.
All right, Margarita, thank you, ma. God bless you. Thanks for that submission. That VDN should choose the side, right? Okay. Let's hear from the next person, Mr. Odua. Thank you, sir. Augustine, get ready after Mr. Odua. Mr. Odua, talk to us. Good evening to you.
Okay, thank you, Mr.
Yes, sir.
Jawash. Good evening and happy Sunday. Thank you all, everyone in the panel. Good evening and happy Sundays to all. Thank you for your view, your comment, your submissions, and all. Good evening, Mommy Diaspora. Thank you, man. God bless you for your good work. Good evening, commenters, listeners, and viewers, and the passerby. Happy Sundays to all. Well, we are still talking of ambition to 2027. And Peter Obi cried out that Tinubu is doing all things, make him not a party. Well, we have said this thing before that the best things to do was them to form party. Right? I said it and I keep on saying it. People said no, there is. I think the other time they said they registered some parties. We did not really hear the name thing today, but there was that rumors that they registered many parties and so on and so forth. Anyway, the other one there is coalitions, whatever for collaboration with ADC. Now, Labour Party is free, so Peter Obi can contest the Labour Party because when he was in Labour Party, they refused that time. INEC and all refused the Labour Party to settle. The moment Peter Obi now left Labour Party, now the INEC now make Labour Party to settle. So it's a good move that there is a place now he cannot contest. Because I know the people that in Labour Party today, Peter Obi come and said they want to contest, they will still give him that space. Because those crook and crack that were in Labour Party now have lost or they have lost their fame. So like Abure and their cohort, Papa and the other one, I don't really remember his name, but I know they were three. So by now, since INEC have given this woman opportunity to lead the party, so Peter Obi can contest there if the ADC said no. But to my view and understanding, because I found that when Amishi were talking and said for his advice, he would have said, let them zone this thing to the north. That's the ADC, but they said no, they are not zoning to anywhere, let everybody to come and contest. So while some said Peter Obi or nothing, or Tinubu complete 8 years. For me, everyone have right to save you or to have his comment. But that's only my idea that if the ADC we said no, Peter Obi, you can go back to Labour Party, and everybody that love you, we can go for Labour Party again. Because it is not really party we are going after, it is Peter Obi who we see the visions just like Sowore. But Sole Sowore is not really standing his own firm because of you don't follow the people. You want to make sure you force the people to do your will. No. It is the people you are fighting for. It's what the people say you will fight. You cannot be fighting the people you said you are fighting for. So that is my distinct to Sowore. Because if not me, I will have said Peter Obi go and contest in the AC. That's just the truth. So for VDN video,
Me, I don't really see anything headache in it. It is advice to Nigerians who are hungry, who want to remain hungry. It is them to choose their choice. Yeah, the Vespa network is not normal. It's not really my friends. You kick me out wherever I like or whenever I want to talk. I said it the other day that for Obi Kubana buy vehicle and the other one paint vehicle, the right city boys, city girls, city ladies, city whatever movement, and they draw Tinubu. That very good. They did not say APC. They said Tinubu they need for president. That's good. At least all Nigerians who know he love Peter Obi, even though you have keke nape, if you have bicycle, whatever this thing you have, you also go to the sticker people. Let them draw Peter Obi. Draw it for your vehicle. Write vote 2027. Write vote Peter Obi for it. If it is your keke nape you are driving, you still campaign for Peter Obi. So when people Peter Obi did not bring money, come on. No, that is totally wrong. That is the error. Because city boys did not say it was Tinubu that give them money. It is the love they have for Tinubu, which they said they want to use to protect their business. If you can't beat them, you join them. No problem. Those people join Tinubu. Whoever want to join any party can join. If you have bicycle, go and paint Peter Obi in it. If you have wheelbarrow, paint Peter Obi in it. Whatever you have, you are using to move. So also do it as Peter Obi movement. It's not ADC movement, Peter Obi movement. That is what will matter. So you are still evangelizing Peter Obi anywhere you go. As fast for those, even if it is your private car, go and paint Peter Obi in his sticker, put it. Let people be seeing it, Peter Obi, in your whatever you are using. Those that are riding back is their job. Put Peter Obi in your back. You'll be riding your back. So that is my advice to all. So that is why I don't see all these their comment as a headache. It's advice. So this person do this. That is why I love when people will say that was China made. I said, you do likewise and let her have your own made. Because China look to people and do that thing. Instead of you condemning them, do the same thing. You can even do better than that China, no matter. Do. So that is what I'm saying to people who will have want to be offended by the comment he make, whether he said Tinubu, why must he go and pay, why must he organize boys to campaign for him or whatever. It doesn't matter. Everybody want to sell business. That is why you have First Bank, you have Zenith Bank, you have Access Bank, you have whatever bank, you have this bank. Everybody want to do his own business and recruit people to advertise their distance. So for those who want to advertise Peter Obi, don't wait for Peter Obi to come and tell you, advertise me this way, advertise me that way. No. Take your own decision and start advertising Peter Obi. If it is granite price you want to advertise with, no problem. Because if you did not price, then you waste your money. It does not make you a sensible person. Wasting of money is what makes Nigeria to be of this country to the position they are today. Because you don't use the money in million.
Is your network or my network?
Then you do. Can you people hear me?
Is this my network or is network?
Me, I'm hearing you.
Nobody is answering me. I'm not sure.
Can anybody hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear.
Yes.
I think it's your network, Mr. Elvis, because it's also breaking here.
Okay.
It's my network.
Continue, Mr.
Hello?
Odua. We are hearing
Can someone hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. So wasting of money is what led all of us to hear that Babangida introduced to our country. Is what led us to hear the condition we are today that enable us not to have good road. The money that you're supposed to use to tie road, people will say, give it to me. It's just like what our brothers are doing in Delta State. When you want to bring project to their place, they say, give me just that money. I will take that project away instead of me giving you that money. Tomorrow you start shouting, and they don't come and do this thing. Wait, I want to do it. You start asking for the money. I give you the money. Then what will I use to do the thing that you want? So people should know it and know what is good for themselves. Don't tell person that want to come and do good for you. Person that want to come and build your house, you say, give me the money you want to use to buy cement. Then if he not give you the money you want to use to buy cement, what will he use to buy cement and build your house? Then that means you are going to stay inside the rain. So it is for you to choose now. Will you eat the money and stay inside the rain, or use the money and buy cement and build house for me so that I can see place at my head? It's very simple. So any Nigerians who are poor, I did not say poverty because there is a difference between poor and poverty. Whether they call it average poor or enemy poor, whatever poor. And you said you want to go and be saying you want to follow Big Cubana because he want to give you granite of one day or biscuit of one day. Then it is your choice to choose. Then you will, after you eat that biscuit today, tomorrow you start hungry. You're hungry for another 4 years. Or you better say, no, go with your biscuit, carry whatever you have. Let me take what will give me a momo, give me shaki, give me a tozo and whatever, then a issue and okwobi that will give me for 4 years. I prefer choosing that one than choosing this your biscuit that I will just eat one day. It is your choice, because if you choose all this biscuit of one day, tomorrow they have entered presidency, then you start crying. Me, I will not send you kobo, because me, I work hard to make my money. Ismail, you don't expect me. Call me selfish person, call me greedy person. I will accept, because tomorrow, if I did not have money to do something for me, you will be the one laughing me and mocking my children. This man work. Where did he spend the money? You will not say that you are the one who eat my money with me. So people sense and let other have understand. VDM, I don't condemn you. You bring what you can able to do, what your idea, whatever you like, say. But among what you say, there is no sense and there is still sense. Be saying, use it to do better things. That is, those who have vehicle, go and do those more than those citizens. Thank you, Mr. Nigeria. Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
All right, can you guys hear me now? Anybody hear me?
Yes.
Loud and clear.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
yes, we
thank
can.
you very
We
much.
can
Mr.
hear
Edward.
you. Okay.
Okay. Augustine, talk to us. Good evening to you.
Thank you very much, Niger Watch. Good evening, everybody. Please, I observe all protocols. I think the headline today, in fact, I listened to a short video clip somebody sent to me of what P2B said. He made it open. Probably, maybe as day goes, as we wind down towards 2027, he will more of be emboldened to say some of the things maybe somebody like me had been expecting. But well, everybody has his own style. He said it is the plan of federal government of Tinubu to make sure that he is not on the ballot. Of course, I know. Some people may not know, but I do. How? He said last year in April, they got a Supreme Court judgment sacking Abure so that Nenadi Usman, who has been the acting chairman, will assume office, and then they end the shenanigan of all this Papa or Arabambi and Abure. He said, we saw it. Just to recap, he, alongside the governor and some other people, they took the judgment, went to INEC and handed it over in hard copy. INEC acknowledged that. And let us recall, so that just by way of background, why they had to resort to making sure that they have Nenadi Usman as acting chairman of Labour Party was to enable Labour Party to field a candidate for Edo election. Let us not forget this. Because according to Alex Oti, he said they've had report that before, as election is approaching, maybe this time this one is an off-season election, INEC normally call meeting of all party chairmen, 18 of them registered or recognized, to come for a meeting, maybe briefing and all the timetable and all this. It happened that Abure came, they walked him out. 2 times he was walked out, which means INEC did not recognize Labour Party as constituting, sort of as having a chairman. And because of that, they may not be allowed to field a candidate. Because that is part of, so Alex Otti said it. So they have to do something and quickly call the stakeholders meeting or board of trustees, and they make sure that they had somebody, because it is either you have a chairman or you might be acting, but somebody should come. So they submitted Nenadi Usman's name, Mrs. Nenadi Esther Usman, former minister, as the acting chairman or caretaker committee of Labour Party. That was the condition they fulfilled so that Olumide Akpata could be the candidate of Labour Party in Edo State. So after doing that, Supreme Court now, they handed over. The Supreme Court now gave Labour Party the victory. They mean P2B and their this thing, the victory they needed. Supreme Court is the last court in Nigeria. No appeal after Supreme Court. They get to INEC. For you to see there is the contradiction I can never understand. The wayo. INEC before then did not recognize Abure. That's why they don't call Abure to a meeting. 2 times Abure came, he was walked out. But Nenadi Usman was the person they recognized. They now gave the judgment backing to show that they are no longer INEC will no longer. It's not enough for INEC to tell Abure get out of the meeting, but they now have a Supreme Court judgment. Implement it. Since April, they refused. April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December 31st. P2B now will have to go to ADC. They were recognizing Abure. You see the wayo. They sacked Abure. INEC wasn't recognizing Abure because they felt Labour Party hasn't gotten a chairman. And the danger is that they won't field a candidate for Edo election. Now that that is the INEC understanding. Now that you've gotten a Supreme Court judgment, that is your legal instrument with which to enforce it. They kept it. Doing P2B turn come today, like I come today, come tomorrow. Now, when P2B left in December, they now have to tell Abure, hey, you are no longer. You see the wayo. This is what Tinubu and his God, the criminality they want to impose. That's what P2B is saying today. But he said one thing, he said, don't worry, I will be on the ballot. You see, this is a battle. I want people to understand the extent of, what can I say? That is the extent of fraud Tinubu is perpetrating. Nigeria is under siege. People are murdered left, right, and center. Even today, I heard that there are people slaughtered in Taraba. Even with American troops on the American soldier, they are in Nigeria. They are still doing all this nonsense. Yet, what Tinubu is interested in how to keep P2B out of 2027. It's not going to work. So that is why P2B made that statement, and I know. Now, can you then imagine if P2B had formed a party of its own? Because before, I suggested it here. I said, P2B, stay in Labour Party, reform it. If you can't reform it, form a party of your own. Don't go back to PDP or with your like mind. Form a party with like minds. If P2B had formed even the best, he wouldn't be registered. If they can treat him, if this is, you see, this is the INEC. People should, see, that's why some of these people, they feel they're influential. Or maybe you are doing, this is the type of issue you should be using your platform to explain to people. INEC said they don't recognize Abure, walked him out of the meeting twice. Alex Otin and someone to their colleagues, they had to do something and get Nedadi Usman as caretaker acting or chairman of caretaker committee, which INEC will accept. Based on that, they fielded Olumide Akpata. Otherwise, Labour Party will not have a candidate for a Edo election, because that was the last election done. So now look at now what they are doing. Somebody is saying if P2B should go back to Labour, maybe they go and resurrect this thing again. You see, this is the issue that that Nigerians should be looking into, and not to be looking at whether people be buy orange for street or buy all the, that is nonsense. If you are patriotic, this is the what people should be talking about. Why should it be suddenly Abure is now untouchable? Abure is now untouchable. When Peter B left, INEC started saying, Supreme Court judgment of April, what was handed to you that same day they got the judgment CTC. They have to walk from Supreme Court straight to INEC, say, look at it, have it. And it's not fake, it's not forged. INEC kept it in the cooler because maybe Tinubu told them, or Tinubu told them that APC will make sure that P2B. You see, this is why now this is the area. That's why sometimes if I'm bringing a, if I'm looking at things, I look at it dispassionately. If you want to win the World Cup, you should be praying that Brazil should be part of the year. I remember at University of Lagos when they taught us probability, conditional probability and unconditional probability. We did it as statistics in class. Conditional probability is you won because so person did not participate. Unconditional means that irrespective of who participates, you won. One Dr. Esho from Abeokuta who taught us, I think he's late now, he said, if a small country like Ivory Coast should win a World Cup, even with Brazil, Italy, all these things are, he said that is unconditional because the expectees are the superpowers. But Ivory Coast has not been to World Cup then. They were able to defeat everybody and win it. But if Brazil didn't come, Italy, Germany, all this Argentina, maybe England, Spain, they are not there. You're just competing with Somalia, Namibia, then you win and you call it World Cup. That is conditional. So what they want to do is to make sure, later they say APC, Floor, Labour Party, to be didn't accept. That's why they started flying the news. Go and they say VP from Atiku. I want Nigeria to see the danger of what this type of wicked, vicious politics that APC and Tinubu is playing. They felt that they want to pocket everybody, but that is by the way. So I have to highlight this so that people will understand the danger ahead and what should be done about it. So that apart from electronic transmission, I think I and Jonathan here was saying, let us be logical. If you feel you've gotten a 31 governors, everything House of Reps, you are in your pocket. You have the out of 109 senators, you may have 60. Everything, yes, you are covered. Every chairman is APC. Why are you then afraid of electronic transmission of results in real time, in which uploaded result on the IREF will be the primary source of collation and not even the from EC8A? Why are you afraid? So you see, though we come here to discuss these things, I believe in, if you want to say, that is, bring logic to what you want to say so that people will be convinced. So what they are trying to do to P2B just to make sure that this, even what is going on in ADC, I heard that article is shopping. Let Nigerians, let me even face, let's even see it this way. The people that felt that power should be rotating 8 years south, 8 years north, why is Atiku coming out to contest now? Why is somebody from the north, at least he's the only person from the north, Tambuwa, Kwakwanso is even settling for vice. That is as far as he's going. Even in his NPP, he want to be vice to somebody. Because they know is the South should have it. This is the peace. What has been given Nigeria, let's just say gentleman's agreement. Why is Atiku coming? To make sure that if that P2B, and P2B has been vice to Atiku. You see the way it happens, 2019. A person that has been vice to you now want to contest. You now want to bring the brigandage you did in PDP that made Wike to say, okay, Wike played the chicken roll. If I can't use it, if I can't use my mouth to pick it up, I use my leg to scatter it. That is what happened to PDP. That is what Atiku is bringing. So why I'm sounding all this is that so that people should know, if you want to analyze politics, you have this at the back of your mind. But like P2B said, he will contest. He will be on the ballot. How that will, I haven't disclosed anything to me, but I know there are 18 parties. It's not out of place. He can still move. I don't care. As long as P2B is on the ballot, that is when I will know that yes, I can mobilize people to vote. Apart from that, no, we can't be going the one-way traffic. I believe in I don't like all these type of criminal tendencies. That was why when I was criticizing VDM yesterday, I told him, I said, look, listen, ask yourself what the Englishman will always say. Where does he leave us? When you've taken a decision about your life, you will ask, this decision I'm taking, am I going forward with it or backwards? Just anything you want to decide for yourself in life, this is what you want to do. You ask yourself, where does this leave me? So if you analyze, do this, do that, P2B should copy maybe Tinubu, they are doing a city boy, city girl, bringing money, all these things. Make no mistake about it. That money is not to be Cubana's money. They want to use them to launder money. They want to use them to launder money. It's as simple as that. But let it just be that they're doing it in the East. Why is this? Why is there no city boy in Southwest? Why is there no city boys movement in the middle belt? Are they not important? Even in the South, why only the Southeast? Just to make sure that they intimidate to be better. That is dead on arrival. Which brings me again to something that we need to look into. You see, in this country, what people tend to forget is this. We tend to take politics or discuss politics as if it's textbook. Yes, it is good. But when you want to do it, put the Nigerian context into it. Always say this is Nigeria, the way we do things. Because if it's the way we play politics here that is being played all over the world, it means that all over the world will be like Nigeria. And if Nigeria is doing it the way all over the world are doing it, then Nigeria will be like all over the world. It's a common sense question. It's logical. We don't do things the way it should be. Now look at in a year, like what Jonathan pointed out. I think I saw it one. I've seen somebody mention it. 38 million naira. Federal Ministry of Health. Federal Ministry of Health controls not less than 37 teaching hospitals or federal medical center, because every state must have a federal hospital. A state like Lagos will have more. Apart from Lut, there are psychiatric hospitals. Those are federal, because it's former capital. Abuja will have more than one. National hospital and the other ones. But every state must have one federal hospital. You go to Benin, UBTH is federal. You go to Calabar, UCTH, Ibadan, University of Ilorin Teaching Hospital. The same thing with Enugu, UNTH. Nnamdi Azikiwe for Oka, Obafemi Awolowo Teaching Hospital for Osun State, UCH for Ibadan. Or what is the one in the Federal Medical Center, Abeokuta for Ogun State. So there are like this. You gave them 38 million for capital project, which means
Dr.
1 million.
Yes. You
Yes.
see that one? I'm telling you that even up to this very second that I'm talking, I still they believe say typographic error.
Abio. No, I've seen somebody say 38. No, the thing is that
Mr. Jonathan. Mr. Jonathan, please, Dr. CM, you see everything you're saying, right? Everything you're saying right now. I don't know about every other panelist here. I'm so much enjoying myself. You are just giving information on point from beginning, and I just continue, please. And Mr. Jonathan, I love the interjection. That was good.
1 minute left, sir.
Mr. Okay. Please, one extra minute.
Okay. Thank you. So this okay. Thank you, Niger Watch. You see, I want us to follow, because that is the meaning of Federal Ministry of Health. You control only the teaching hospitals for those that have former university or federal medical center. So 36 for 36 states. Some may have, Lagos may have more than one. Then because psychiatric hospital Yaba is federal. Orthopedic hospital at Iwobi is also federal. Just like orthopedic hospital in Enugu. So let me just say, let me just use 111 per each. So are you now saying that 38 million for this? Maybe it go 1 million for one system, and that is the reason why the other time there's no cotton wool. I mean, is it cotton wool? There's no bandage. This is exactly what Nigerians should be occupying our mind. How can federal health center in a year? In fact, if you give one of them one teaching hospital, 200 million is too small. One teaching hospital, 200 million naira. In fact, it should be maybe 5 billion each one every year. So because this is the hospital where people go to. That's why you go to Lut. In those days, you go to loot at Idiaraba. People will be spraying woman's wrapper on the floor and be sleeping there. What I'm saying, God be my witness. People can go there and check. When I saw the picture, I shocked. This is Federal Teaching Hospital, established 1962, and this is how it is. Now, this is the type of government we are running. That's why P2B is saying that when he comes in, he said there is nothing, China did not do anything. Nigeria was better than China before. As at 1995, during Abacha's time, up till 19, Nigeria was better than China. How come China was just 1 decade, maybe between 2008 to 2018, people started hearing China. You see, P2B said what China did was to put money in education, health, and infrastructure. He said that's all. And you combat security. That's all you need. That is all you need to come out of third world this thing. Nigeria, we don't have it. 38 million naira for the whole country for capital project. Tell me, can this thing, how many bags of cement can you buy with this? Even if you want to repair some work, that is why you get there. You see the mattress, torn, everything. It's a shame, really. Please, whoever is listening, let us try. People like P2B comes once in a blue moon. If this man gets in, that is when we will now see a semblance, even if it's only for 4 years. At least people will hear that, yes. Some people will say, I went to the hospital, I saw that they are buying new mattress. It's because they don't give them money. They may budget 500 billion for Ministry of Health, but they will release 38 million. What of the rest? What of the rest? If you go, this is not their budget, but this is how much that was released. Go and ask any chief medical director of teaching hospitals. That is the nonsense Nigeria is facing. The decadence is beyond comprehension. So please, when some of these things that are of paramount importance to the public, we should hammer it and then sing it like electronic transmission of results. Let me stop here for now. Thank you,
Dr. Siem.
Yes, please. Yes.
But they spent 120 million on Bakwet.
You see, that is, it's painful. Okay.
So,
Madam Patricia, do you know that UBTH in Benin should be the referral? That is any disease, whether from Auchio or from Uromi, they say carry and go you, because that is where you see specialists. When you go there, they will tell you they don't go and buy bandage, go and buy cotton wool. You never buy needle because they don't have money. It's from Federal Ministry of Health. That is the problem we are facing. Let people understand.
Okay. That was a good information, Garcia. Appreciate you. Let me come to Sir Louis, which is the last person on the panel. Sir Louis, it's good to have you on the show. It's been a while. Thank you, sir. Good evening to you. Talk to us. 8 minutes.
Good evening, sir. Good evening, everybody. Good evening, Mr. CM, Dr. CM. That was so perfect. Let me use the word perfect. I just enjoyed every bit of your analysis and the way you broke it down, with facts. You are well informed about things. I just said to myself just when I was listening to you, I said, you know what, I need to really sit down, begin to properly get informed about what is happening with details, because sometimes we speak based on just the information we get every now and then, but I don't want to use the word I don't sit down enough to really want to get into putting on the facts together. And I really commend you for that. I just enjoyed everything you said and the way you were going from one point to another. The issue with Labour Party and the issue with what's happening. Before I go further, let me thank everyone who's here and Mommy Diaspora. Thank you very much for this great opportunity, for encouraging your son, our friend, our brother, for this great work. Mr. Evis, I thank the Lord for His grace upon your life. It's not easy to do this every day. I was listening to you earlier on. You spoke about some certain things, and I said to myself, this is it. I think the people I think God will use and that will come together to actually change Nigeria will not be those who maybe don't have the opportunity to. Maybe they're just coming because they want power. No, there will be people who have every opportunity to loot and just hang out and just amass weight for their own self-aggrandizement, but still, they will still choose to do the right thing. Such people, I respect them so much. I really do. Because it's easy to just say, no, I don't care. I have lots of relatives who don't care. I have so many relatives who don't care. When you see them, when you go to the garden, you hear them talk about Nigeria. They talk about Nigeria for the point of their own what will come out and what they will benefit for themselves. So I remember years ago in London, so I was talking about a rich politician that made a transfer of $20 million to London back in the days. And the guy that actually did the transfer for him, because what happened was I went to NatWest Bank in London. So the guy was living in the penthouse on top of the NatWest Bank. So he was always coming down. Okay, I shouldn't be saying this, all right? I don't want to go much information to get into trouble, but let me just say this the way it's not calling names. So he was going down to always speak to a guy working in the bank. So the bank, some bank officials now noticed that guy was always coming to speak to a particular man who was in Nigeria working in the bank. So they wanted to know what that guy was doing for a living because he was always coming in with money. So they now launched an investigation into his account. So I think they suspended his account. When they suspended his account, so the guy now told them, the guy working in the bank, the Nigerian officials now told them that this guy you are talking about is a big man in Nigeria. You are suspending his account. If you go and check who he is. So when they later find out that they don't do a background check, they find out that the guy actually is, is legit. He has, based on the information that was with them in the UK. We from Nigeria understand that who do is legit based on what they have. We actually know where those funds were coming from. You understand? So when you sit with those people, you understand that they don't care. They don't care about all these things we're talking about. If all these things is like, they will avoid you like a plague when they hear you take a stand like this. But when I see people who have the opportunity to steal or have opportunity to just amass weight and they say, no, I want Nigeria to get better. Those are the people I respect. They say tested and trusted. That is tested and trusted. So Mr. Elvis, I commend you. I really do. And I admire you so much. I do understand that, I pray rather that God will give you more grace and to continue what you're doing, to continue your stand, because your hand is on the plow, you're not looking back. And this is is a revolution to many young Nigerians to know that there's someone they can emulate, someone they can look up to. And I guess this platform is going to be a platform that will be getting so loud as we go into next year. This platform is going to go louder because there are going to be many people who will be watching us. And I was listening to Dr. Charles Akpoki. I don't think if you guys know the man. He said something yesterday in a video. He said when he took a taxi in Nigeria, he said the taxi driver told him that Dr. Charles Akpoki says, you know me? He said, no, I said, yes. He said, I know you. He said, everyone talks about you. He said, then someone said to him, he said, they are watching you. He said, he was like, how is watching me? He said, they are watching you. So he doesn't come out to just attack the president and say, you are this, but he comes out to speak. But someone is telling him they are watching you. They let alone you, who is having a platform like this, you're trying to advocate for what is right. Of course, they are watching you and they are watching us. If you think they are not, they are watching us. But then we'll continue to voice our message. And I believe our message will wake up the sleeping Nigerians to know what is right. I'm not going to go into more details like Dr. CM did, because honestly, I'm going to sound like a loose cannon or just sound like a broken record, because I'm not as good as you now when it comes to details. So what I'm going to say is Tinubu is doing everything possible to make sure Obi doesn't get a party to run under. We know that. We know his evil plans, and it's obvious out there. So many Nigerians understand what is happening, and many people don't care. To some, they see it as, it's better for him not to. Some other people also believe that he's going to. And for we are hoping that Peter Obi, when the time comes, he announces to the world the platform he will be standing on, and that will become the new obedient movement platform. I know Labour Party at the moment now has become a tool for Mr. President, even though they try to act like they're distant from him. But this current man, Abura, has made it known that these guys are working for Tinubu. Tinubu cannot have Nigeria to himself. He can't have Nigeria. Is too big for one man to sit on. He cannot sit down to, control the country. Nigerians are angry. Nigerians are frustrated. They are disenfranchised. They just want someone that will give them hope. And that was exactly what Nigerians, expressed in the last election. And I believe coming election is going to be far more tougher than what we experienced before. We're going to continue to use this platform to speak, and we pray that many Nigerians, as much as many of them that will listen to us, they will do the right thing. I'm going to stop here, Mr. Elvis, because I'm not too informed to go further with several things based on what Mr. CM just talked about. Anyone who's interested to use my few minutes can go ahead. I don't really have much to say right now. Thank you very much for this great opportunity. And please, I don't come as often as many of you. It's just due to work and other things. But this is my home politically, and I'm happy to be a part of this family. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you for that wonderful submission. Yes, you are part of our family. Sometimes we miss your submission. Thank you, sir. Okay, everyone on the platform have given their submission. I want to appreciate every one of you for your time with us. We're going to have our final submission now. So I'm going to give 30 minutes for our final submission so that everybody can talk and interject themselves. So we close. Thank you very much, everyone. Press on the like, help us to share as we're still listening. So let's have our final submission. Start with Mr. Jonathan. You people can interject and talk with him because the 30 minutes starts now. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Harris. I just want to say this. You know, when Dr. CM was giving his submission, I interjected him. I was saying that the 38 million, you know, when I first saw it, I thought it was, as I said earlier, it was a typographic error or a slip of tongue. You know, I didn't pay attention to it. So the only way I can confirm was to go to the National Assembly archive, because the address of the Minister of Health, I saw it there, 38 million naira. But even up till now, it is still unbelievable. I must say, if I have to list the 10 most unbelievable things in my life till today, this one will make the top 10. I'm telling you, this one will make 38 million. Federal Republic of Nigeria, Ministry of Health. Well,
no, Jonathan, that is not the entire budget. Now, how much
no.
released?
They said it was to be. It was to be 200 and what's the actual amount? It was to be 218 billion. 218. We squared that for me.
Maybe they meant 380 million. Like I want to believe it's a typo.
You mean that 38 million?
I read it somewhere. It might not be.
No. It's not. It's because see.
Doctor, many media they copy and paste. They don't even verify.
No. Madam Rita, go. Yes, Madam Rita, go to the National Assembly archive
website.
No, Nigeria, they keep record. It's just that Nigeria is just a soap opera. It's just the fact that it's not a normal country. They keep records of all these things and they know how to hide it. This thing is there now. House of Representatives is there. The statement given by the Minister of Health. So you can't hide it now. He said he got only 36 million of 218 billion capital budget.
I'm very happy for them. Oh, I
don't know. I just don't know. I don't know where to start from. I don't know what we want to do. Is that one? What is that for? Is it money to buy bandage or to buy plaster for a whole country?
Exactly. When you say Federal Ministry of Health, now the whole teaching hospitals in Nigeria, now in the control.
Yes, I cannot get over the fact that when you show that bandage, that should be a symbol. And then you can hold it, take a picture and then you say, this is how much you bought it. If it's £1 you got, like, what is the problem, Nigerian government? I can't get over that image. I just can't get over it.
This is the bandage. Now bandage with this.
How much is this?
I checked the price. I think under Amazon, I think 200 pieces for how many pounds? Either 5 cents or something like 7 or something. Yes, now this is bandage. This is bandage.
Please.
All this is bandage. You remember the story of the Mind?
Yes,
the Mind. This same Fabio.
Yeah, this is
the problem. You can show it to them. This is even Amazon. You can imagine buying it straight from the factory. The discount will be ridiculous. Yeah. Like, show them the picture, tell them how much you bought it, and say, Federal Ministry of Health, what is the problem?
We can manufacture this in Nigeria.
You know why Tinubu is not releasing the money? You know why
they want to buy everybody. They don't care.
Madam Rita,
They don't
you know
care.
why Tinubu is not
crazy.
see, you know why Tinubu is not releasing the money? I'm a Yoruba man. Tinubu is a Yoruba man. They have this one adage. They say he's a thief.
But it's not like you. Tinubu is not like
wait,
you.
They say there is this.
Mr.
There is
Jonathan,
this
you can't
proverb.
verify Yoruba. You can't verify.
Wait now. There is this proverb that says. Wait now, Madam Rita. Wait.
I'm listening.
They say it's a thief who know how thief work. A thief knows the trademark of a thief.
Mr. Jonathan, are you a thief?
I'm not a thief. I'm saying that Mr. Tinubu, see, in the ministry, wait now, in the Ministry of Health, he knows that this money, if they release it to them, all this bandage where we they see now, plaster, all these little things, first aid stuff, he knows that it will end up in the shops of some civil servants.
Dr. CM, everybody, yes. Mr. Jonathan, let us be honest. Let us be honest with ourselves. Let us be honest. I just want to say something. When there is a budget, for example, to buy bandage, let us be honest. When there's a budget, number one, it has been approved, though. It has been approved. The check has been sent to the, is he Auditor General or Accountant General? The money has been given to the minister. Everything signed that seal. Okay. When that money is, remove Tinubu now. National Assembly, they've approved. Okay, everybody that needs to sign, they've signed. When they get the money, that's where the problem is. So if you really want to justify this issue, the only part you will blame about there's a deficit or in the amount that they are giving for health, you can blame the National Assembly and the president. Okay, whatever money they have now given now, it's going to the Federal Ministry of Health. Minister of Health, maybe your guy at the top has told him, remove, because they always pad everything. Let's just assume it's 38 million. The minister at the top, the president will tell him, remove 8 million. It's going to this unquestionable. You cannot question that money. It's okay. You are not left with 30 million. You will see what to take your cuts. Then you now use that same money as an excuse for them to go and do one course in Canada. They will pay extra for that. What is left is 5 million. So really, the majority of the issue are the people handling the money. It's not Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
Madam Rita, you see the reason why the minister they cry foul, get the money.
Yes, no.
The buck stops at Mr. Tinubu's table.
Okay.
The way it works is like this.
Dr. Ehanire was Minister of Health.
During
Buhari's time. Wait now, Mr. Jonathan.
Yeah. Okay. Dr. That one where come from Germany. He came from
former Senator Desi Danjuma's. It's not Desi Danjuma. Yeah, Desi Danjuma's brother. Yeah, because he's Ehanire. That was former Minister of Health. What did he do? What is this? What were the states of the? Let me just say federal hospital. Forget about primary healthcare centers now. What was the state of it? I don't get it. Dr. CM, that your picture is, I don't get it. That picture, bandage, how much?
Yes. Here we talk about that time.
You know how they release.
Let me tell you people something. Jonathan, when I go laugh tire now. At UNTH, a doctor who came over here was saying this. They have to approve a budget. They've been asking of cardiopulmonary machine for resuscitating somebody. Somebody can easily fall down. Then that's what you use to make sure that the heart is pumping. It's like instead of him pumping the heart, you are now the person using the machine to do it for him, so that him or her.
It's like a defibrillator, something like that.
Something like that. So, but this one, in the UK here, every ward we have one. Every ward. In fact, some say they put it on the passage because you never know where it will happen.
Dr. UNTH, you're saying hospital. Any government building here, they have it in the building, every floor.
Thank you.
You're saying hospital.
So UNTH Enugu hasn't got one. They have to press. Then they approve one for them. Just listen to the story.
One.
The head.
I'm getting upset.
For federal budget. Then listen now, the head of anesthetist, the anesthetist department, carry the thing, they build one small cupboard because they feel say people go steal, Nigeria. He put on there. That head of department lock him. Normally we all know if in the Western world, if there is anything they kept as for safe custody and it's locked, there is a central place everybody know where the key there. Say this key now you go take a open waste bin. Now you go So the man they build a small cupboard somewhere. They put the thing there. Now the head of department, one professor, now they carry the key for in pocket. If you need them, they come meet them. You go know why. Not knowing saying they use them, they do outside work. You go to private hospitals in Enugu. If you bring patient where you want to do this thing, come meet and then you go get in court. So you carry and come, then go use that in do resuscitation. If they do your own private this thing, but I'm a professor and you can't do anything.
And they go
it so happen. Listen. It so happened one day. Just listen. This is what they call poetic justice. One day, one of the juniors, you don't finish in their work that day. You just there off day. So one of the juniors come call him again. Say, "Oh boy, come on. Where God they put this key for the resuscitation?" Then they look for him, not knowing that the Oga collapsed. That professor he collapsed because he don't old and he know why retire. He collapsed. So the juniors come they look for. Say the resuscitation, this thing they here. Where the key? They call nurse here. Because I don't know. Shebina in the keep and go. Then go in table. They scatter in drawer everywhere. They look for the thing. So one of them quickly said, "Let me call the other guy because they used it yesterday." He called the man where they off duty. One of their doctors. He said, "Chief collapse. So where they keep this thing?" He said, "Chief collapse." He said, he laugh. He said, "Tell me now. Where we go?" He said, "Search it. If they put them for in pocket." They go put hand for the man pocket, bring the key. By the time they bring the key, they bring the thing, the chief don't die. You don't buy. This is, don't doubt this. The man died. Do you see it? That is Nigeria for you. The man died. Before they were, because nobody knew, they put the key for him pocket. Even if in the time carry and go home. If he say that in my own private business, so anybody will want to do him, you go can't know, you can't ask him. Even if in a hospital, if he no take money or bet outside
that.
So they use
Mr. Dr. CM. So tell me now,
he don't die.
If that man now, that kind of a man, becomes the governor of the state, how he go take release money for health?
For health.
You see, what the people there will do.
And in a one. And do you know why they keep that one? They use them for maternity ward during delivery. Then go carry and go there because a woman where they deliver now, maybe you know get strength to they do. So they use that thing to help them and they make sure that the baby inside is receiving oxygen until he come out. Because the moment he come out, then he can then breathe air on his own. So, but why is inside the mother? As the mother they struggle, they bleed, they do everything. You have to put that in to help. So that's why they bring them mainly in a maternity, obstetrics. Now they use them. The man just they do cupboard, go put the key. So if you need them, you go meet them. They go leave. It doesn't go and leave. So that because if you go leave, you have to hand over. So they go. Nigeria. Nigeria. So what happened? He put the key for him pocket all the time. They forgot. When he collapsed, and they use a newspaper. They find and say where the thing they never. Now the one where no they work say. They on a search in pocket. If they put key for pocket before they get back, put hand for in pocket, bring the bunch of key. They try the one where go open the cupboard. By the time they bring the man down, the eye don't turn. The man don't die.
Talk of camera.
Professor. And that is, you see, Jonathan, that is why if you go to Abuja, they said directors in ministries, they build estate. Not be build house. They build estate. So now because of that, from that 230 something billion, they faith release more as then they release that some billion. Now they go stay share the other one because then go write to government say we are still have a deficit in it because since you've approved it. If you remember what P2B talk one time, P2B said if you budget as a experience as a governor in Anambra State, say if you budget 100 million for something, he said all those civil servants they know how to raise memo to clear the money.
Yes.
Here in abroad, we go tell you on spent money, they return them back to treasury. I
You know the return for Nigeria.
You know the return. So P2B said any money where you budget, those civil servants, they know how to use pen. They release until the money for the year go finish. Bam,
once it's October, now then go they tell themselves, so make you clear out to clear out. They will begin. That's the time you will see the memo flying left and right center. Yes,
that's why directors for Abuja they build the house.
Can you blame Bola Ahmed Tinubu if you have such a worker? Can you even blame the minister himself? So you see, we are the problem.
No. It's Madam Rita.
We are the problem because we are greedy.
We know why.
You know why I blame Tinubu. You know why I blame Tinubu. I blame him, as I said, the buck stops on his table. You know this problem. You are not going to pass it now on Nigerians. You have to come out with a means, your own audit system, your own checks and balances. You are the chief there. You are the CEO there. You are not going to say, oh, because they steal, so Nigerians will suffer. No.
Well, you are right.
But Tinubu knows, he know this thing that Dr. CM described now. Tinubu is aware of it perfectly well. And he knows that this money will
end up. Somebody who's working in the federal ministry, Mr. Jonathan, someone who's working in the federal ministry, let me say level 6 or so, or level 5. That person is paying international school fees for their child.
Yeah.
How did they make the money?
These are the
areas like Wike's father.
Now you are talking. That is what we are getting. And
that is the cause of our problems, I beg.
And that is why
100%.
That's why P2B said, I will approve. P2B said, I will approve what we are going to steal. If I'm not stealing.
That's why they impeach Peter Obi, because he blocked all the loopholes.
He blocked all this. He said money doesn't get to the way it's supposed to get to. That's
what Tinubu, the president, that's what he should be doing or supposed to be doing.
What are we going to do? My people, what are we going to do? Because I am thinking post-2027 election day. It's not February 28th. Mr. Elvis, I think he announced the date, February, I guess.
February 20th. Yeah.
Oh, February 20th. Okay.
20.
Nigerians, prepare your mind for February 20th and 21st and possibly 22nd. Because I'm assuming by 21st, they will do their witch meeting again and announce whoever they want to announce. Because what's his name? The new INEC chairman. What are we going to do? My mind is 20th from the 20th.
What we are going to do, Madam Rita, you asked that question last week.
February 20th and 21st.
You asked that question last week.
I will continue to ask it every time.
It's a tough one. See,
I will continue to ask that question.
This past Thursday, in Bangladesh, they had their election. The first free and fair election in Bangladesh. The first ever. Me, I know they believe something until and now the European Commission observer, they said it. It's there now. You can go and read it. It's there. That the first free and fair election in Bangladesh. What do you think prompted this? It was last year turmoil when the people revolted, say, this is enough. We are taking it no more. The politicians learned their lessons. The turnout of over 60%. Fake turnout they used to have in Bangladesh election, a population of about 170 million people. Whenever they do their election, they will say now 100 million people turn out. They will say now 90 million people turn out. Now fake turnout, so that the ruling party continue to smuggle themselves in. But for the very first time this Thursday, people came out genuinely to vote. Almost 60% turnout.
You see, if you look timetable, I never check timetable. That 20th February 20 next year, it must be Saturday. Why?
Yeah. Thank you. We have not gotten to that level, Mr. President. You're even going too far.
Election,
you're going too far. We never get to that level where you can vote and you're going to work. We're not going to that level.
The election was on Thursday.
It must be sorted. And then they say restricted movement. You go watch them. You go see. Army go there road. They say wait till
Navy and Air Force.
Navy, everybody go there duty. This thing, it gives you a sense of Stone Age will never arrive. You see, that's why whenever I tell people, I say, look, China, when I heard of, it is easy now for any third world country, United Nations don't make them implement MDG goal. Peter Obi no get manifesto. He say he no get a 10-point manifesto, 2 point, 4 point for Anambra. He said that MDG in carry, they implement and they go. That's all. MDG cover when you finish Millennium Development Goal, you go to what is it called? Sustainable SDG. 2 stages. Now in China do. Look at where China did. Peter B is saying it all the time. He said there's no miracle. Put money in health, put money in education, provide infrastructure, social infrastructure, and then security. The country will move. Social infrastructure like power. If you put power, you give your maybe rare water to make like just to economy to move economy. The health is there. The education. Education means what is it called? Out of school children. Do you know that MDG, Millennium Development Goal? Talk of university education. He said primary. Now in the talk, for MD. That is where you start. Now, primary, if you put MDG, I think I have it here. That is what he didn't say university, but you should have that one. But he was emphasizing primary education and secondary. That is the most important. That is where the bulk of the population is. That is what he's saying. Then when he talk of health, he's talking of primary health care.
Yes.
Tetanus, malaria for dispensary, for villages. That is where you start. That all this where you do brain surgery, not be every time now. You go have it at specialist centers. But the
Even
primary
that one,
one
sir,
for
you partner with private sector, sir. Now
exactly. But
the
primary for malaria.
Focus.
For malaria, now you go
all
focus.
this
And that's what Ransom Kuti brought them.
All this maternal mortality go reduce.
Woman they go they get pregnant. Blood no day in body. You know.
One day it go death trap for
one
Nigeria.
Day it go collapse. Because the antenatal no specialist in the antenatal. Where are the nurses that should have been saying, Madam, you are 6 months pregnant very soon now, but look at your blood level. No, you know to go. Then go recommend this where you go. All those kind of things no day. These are the basic things that lifts a country up.
When I see pregnant woman for Nigeria, I fear go grip me. Because I will just
it's true now.
First come my mind be say the day where this man go enter labor.
Mr. Jonathan, I think beyond the professionalism of our people, also the humanity is also playing a very big role. Because someone said something.
It's dead. Nobody cares.
Someone said something here some time ago. It said I don't know if some months ago, someone on this platform said he took his wife to the hospital. I think one of the 31st December. He said while his wife was in the room, in the other room, a pregnant woman, while she was in pain, the doctors and the nurses they were in another room watching crossover service.
Jesus Christ!
Why the woman was in pain, and he said, and that woman ended up losing their child, and the woman he almost lost his wife. So beyond the professionalism of people, there's no humanity, there is no conscience.
That is the thing. That is the thing.
The way they react to people at the hospital, the way they react to them. See, I would love to go. I keep saying anything. There's one thing that every Nigerian suffers, be it poor, rich, or middle class, is emergency services. If a multi-billionaire today is inside his room or his living room, and the multi-billionaire goes through some sort of attack that requires a medical response immediately,
it's over now.
It's over.
It's over. It's over.
That's what these people don't understand. It's over.
Everybody suffers it because before you can rush him to the place to travel abroad, traveling abroad for treatment is only when you still have strength. You want to go for checkup.
They're watching that new person on the way to the abroad.
You go stabilize the person. You go stabilize them before you begin pack and put for like dead body. They go abroad. You go stabilize them. You see, this is how you know that, because when you hear people say education and health, security. That is what sustains it, because there is nothing you are going to get from your government than the local hospital or the dispensary. Where they your village, you go there, you get Panadol. Something do you for leg, you the farm, you cut your leg, you go there, you go see bandage, iodine. Okay, so that is that type of thing. You see, that's why when I hear that directors in Abuja, ministries, they build a state, no be house. They build a state 40,
Their
30
children are
houses.
schooling in
Fence am.
Canada. Their children are here.
All of them.
I mean,
yeah,
how can they be this wicked?
very,
38 million to be honest with
There's
you.
no,
If
just
you
like what
if
Mr.
you give
Lewis
a
said now, no humanity at all.
See, Mr. My people, do you know what? Years ago, when I was working at Kingston Hospital in London, Mr. Dr. CMA, a medical doctor, you know Kingston Hospital because I guess you are very familiar with the NHS trust across across England. Now, there's one thing I noticed when I was there because at first I got in there. I worked in the HR department. I was now a business analyst in the medical records. So we actually re-strategized the department from analog to digital because most of the files that were Iron Mountain. So what we did was to send the files back because the patients that were admitted, those that were coming for outpatient and the emergency services, and I mean those that were coming in for an emergency attentions. Most of the files, they were making 10 files to attend to those patients because the library had thousands of files. So it became a bit difficult for each department, from the orthopedics, ophthalmologists, and many of those departments to deal with patients. So what we did was to transfer the files for everything from analog to digital. So that took a long process. One thing I noticed in that hospital while I was there was not just the funds that was coming from the government, not just the funds that was coming, there were still other funds. The NHS within itself had its own like a charity where people that were in that local, people living within that premises were still giving, were still donating, because that hospital was more like a home hospital to them, and they took pride in maintaining it.
Those ones who were donating, they are what you were still going back to what you said about humanity. There are people that they have dedicated their life, that their salary, they donate to hospitals or some causes. Because there's humanity here. It's not about
let me quickly say this.
It's about hunger and greed.
Sorry, let me quickly say this. There was the Royal Eye Unit, and there was a man. So what happened was they commissioned a building. When they commissioned the building, the man that built it died before the building was commissioned. So they now put his picture there just to write. Yeah. Now that man donated it. He built it and donated it to the hospital. Do you know what I said? When I got there, when I saw where they commissioned it, it was actually the wife of the former prince. Now, it's a former prince, that Prince Andrew Mountbatten, Windsor. It was his wife, Sarah Ferguson, that actually came that came there. She was there that day. That was years ago. Now, I said something to myself. I said, can you imagine this? Now, these are just people who are living within this neighborhood. Kingston, it's a very nice part of one area I really got to fall in love with in England when I got to that, started working in that place. Now that man donated it from his own pocket. See, in Nigeria today, the problem of us thinking that everything is the government is where we have a problem. We on our own, what is our own responsibility to our own immediate community? Every Nigerian.
Exactly.
What is our responsibility?
And they are doing city boys with useless money. Let me tell you this. I took it upon myself, because that would remind. I took it upon myself. Like what you said now, Sir Lewis. We have a teaching hospital owned by my state, Anambra, not the one in Nnewi, which is federal for you. So the one owned by my state. So I took it upon myself. I said, okay, I composed a letter. I said, I want to tell the billionaires. Somebody promised. I don't know what happened along the road, but I said, I want to tell them, please, this is the way to do it, because nobody trusts each other with money. For instance, Innocent at Nnewi. Go there within the compound, take a small, they will show you a space of land. Just put 1-story building. Just 1-story building, but you go there big. Call it Innocent Dialysis Center. All it will take you is ground floor go be like offices where doctors, specialists, nurses, and all these things will be. Upstairs, each bed, one dialysis machine. Just say like 30 beds, because 30 people cannot be having dialysis at the same time. You know that type of, I say 30 beds. Each bed, just like the way you see, in secondary school, when you are in your bed, this is your locker, your cupboard, just beside. I said, this is what you do. All it will take you is go to Germany, buy the dialysis machine, tell the hospital to give you 10 nurses, or you pay. They will, the people that supply the equipment will come down and train those nurses on how to operate that machine. for dialysis. So they will now be taking shift. They are called dialysis specialist nurses. This is for innocent. You do it, hand over to them. Another person will come, kidney transplant center, maybe call it a Coscharis transplant, a kidney renal transplant center. Build it. By the time I got like 10 billionaires, they can do it. That is what makes a hospital. Just like what Lewis was saying, the way somebody donated.
They do the same thing. It's the same thing they are doing even here in Canada. Madam Rita will attest to that.
So you know, this is my own country. I said I don't want to be involved, but this is what, do it, and then it will bear your name. Your name will be there. The person I was discussing this thing with, Nigeria. The person, he tell me, say, I go mobilize. I say, mobilize you for what? What am I mobilize? No, it's true.
I know now.
It's true. That was what I nearly. You see, at least on our way there here now, you see, I don't give them the scale. Say, buy it. Now you say, I don't want to know how much it costs you. Now, but I've given you what you should do. Now you go. If you like, I give you address of a fine where they say dialysis machine. I think that time it used to be either 4 million naira for one. So you can afford to have 120 million. Yes, you can use it to buy like a 30. Then tell Dangote, man, no man, you can get cement cheap from him, maybe 2 trailer or 1 trailer. Do the block work. Hospital has already gotten nurses. You tell them, bring 10 that you want to train so that the people will come down, train them how to use it. Once in a while, every 6 months, the company that supplied you will come down to Oka, Anambra State, and look at those equipment and service it. The contract is every 2 years, they remove it and bring another one for the next 20 years. This is what you should do. Then let me now see why people cannot be saying kidney. Go abroad. Say go there, dialysis day, 30 beds every day, and it takes like maybe 2 hours or 3 hours to finish one dialysis, or maybe less. So why can't you do it? Then somebody will do another one for diabetes, somebody will do for cardiac, liver transplant. All these are specialists. That's all I ask. So he said, I know. He said like people on the way there abroad, things you there abroad, just they send people up and down. I say, when I came home to go and meet those people, it was difficult. This was years past. Though. Why I'm saying this is just like confession. I wanted to meet them, say, look, this is what you should do. Immortalize your name. Anybody passing through the hospital will just look at it. I say, oh, this is innocent.
Even Dr. CM, you see that one where you talk. You know the way they do it here that I noticed. Even that one where you talk, it's a little bit even stay extensive, and it give room for criminality in Nigeria. In this part of the world that I am, we go to the general hospital. Yeah, pick a general hospital. It is inside that general hospital that one individual will just take, say, the pediatric department. You will see the name, name and the name of his wife.
Yes.
You will engrave it at the entrance of that pediatric. Now they see here. Now you know that it is this man.
Yes.
There's one guy here now. We be saying he get car dealership. He has a car since 1958. Peterson, here in British Columbia. Go to all the general hospital, go to the pediatric section. You will see his picture there and his wife. Now they equip that department for them. Now they equip that department. Another person, you go to the entrance of the emergency, you see all the emergency section everywhere. Now that man and his wife, now they equip that place for them. So their name is there. That's how individuals. So when you get to the hospital, you will be seeing these people, and they will put a little 1 or 2 paragraphs of their life. You just put it there.
Exactly.
So you know them, and they're all of them. All these people in my own community here, they are people that are living like in the community. You know them, like someone who has a car dealership. In fact, someone who has a mechanic shop, but very big mechanic shop here in Vancouver, is still contributed about $2 million to the hospital. And when you get there, you see his name.
Now here they see Oyibo. Somebody go sick, as then they discharge him, or maybe later the man died, but then looked after him. He will come and ask the department or this thing. do you people need, like, you say, we really need help, only that we need more space, all this, all that. That person will take it upon himself. You know, that's how you know influencer. Influencer not be to go go the chop food. You do for YouTube. They show where they eat different types of meat. No, the person will say, my father was last treated at that hospital, so I'm trying to raise money for them. When you come, you go say, okay, since people need this, people need this. That is how they help here. Before you know, some hospitals here may tell you that they have something like 20 million pound people raise for them, just for them to just use to be doing work. This is not from government.
You see in the hospital too, there's another one. I'm just remembering now because I've been to that place, either for family reasons or even for people that I know several times. So I know some few places in that. I'm talking of my own general hospital. There's another one there in that same general hospital building, the eye department, glaucoma. There's another man that also equipped that place. We also see his name there, the eye section, where they can talk of anything relating to eye. He also has, can record their names. The names also there. Apart from the fact that they put their names at the entrance of this unit and department, at the hospital itself, when you get there at the main entrance of the hospital, all their names were written there. All the names of these people, you will just be seeing, their names were there. And you stand there, you will see all these people, their names. Who is this person? Who is this person? You see, there are so many. They just finished another one. This hospital has been there for long ago. There's one we have here called Surrey General Hospital. You can Google it, Surrey General Hospital. There's another one. That one baffles me. What they did, this last one is that even person will donate $25,000. They engrave their names at the entrance. Even people who donated 25,000, all their names were written there. That is like, like an epitaph. I mean, they just write all their names. They recognize all of them at the entrance of the hospital. That hospital, work they finish. For the past decade, work construction work, expansion work, they finish for that hospital.
It's an ongoing, because it's a social service you are providing. It can be anybody. To be saying that, here in the UK, when you talk, say, our local hospital, if they want to talk of anything, say, no, it's our life depend on it, because everybody goes there. It's for everybody. But in Nigeria, they just feel that anything, how can people be going to hospital in Nigeria? They say, go buy a syringe as they come, go buy this. For what? These are consumables the hospital should be awash with. These are consumables.
Doctor, I wanted to say earlier, I remember again. You will record this off your mic story now, the NDDC, where off your mic. Part of the things that were stolen at the warehouse were medical supplies. When they called the amount, this staggering amount, I can't recall the specific naira amount, but everything disappeared. Some of them inside that warehouse even expired. All these medical supplies that they, at the warehouse. The woman now was giving it because those things, they will just come and pack it and be using it. Some of them even go and open shops. And be taking all these supplies from the warehouse rather than distributing it to, various medical locations or centers or hospitals across the Niger Delta. They didn't do that. Go to Niger Delta today. Look at the degradation of the healthcare system there. But when you see the amount of money that they are budgeting every year for medical supplies, who are those that are using these medical supplies?
There is none, Jerry. I bet make we welcome before. Okay, Adama, welcome to our show.
Anyway, the thing we just want to say finally, for here today, we say make anybody deceive us for 2027. See, make anybody deceive us. If Peter Obi no win, this one way then the day where people at this VDM thing that is becoming controversial all over for me is very simple. Make anybody deceive us. If Peter Obi no win for 2027, no think saying now because of all this city boy stuff, all these city boys where they launder money all over the place. So because Peter Obi didn't do the same, no be so. Now this rigging where they want perpetrate this electoral act, that's the reason why Peter Obi will not win.
Exactly.
If they succeed, it's not for any other reason. Now only that one. So don't let, because I know the reason why they say this, because I know Nigerians. So that people now on social media, all these influencers will not come and say, I told ya. You didn't tell us, you have not told us anything. I told ya, he didn't do it. All this creating that.
They will prepare. They will prepare your mind for what is to come. That is just so that they will validate. They will now use it to validate the rigging. Say,
but I told you people now say you know spend money, no be so. The reason where you now this rigging where they don't they bent to perpetrate with as if say they go buy there for this National Assembly for them to do the needful. What does it take? Just insert the proper clause. Now they struggle all because you want to rig an election, and you have 29 or 30 governors. You have the judiciary in your pocket. You have all the security apparatus in your pocket. Yet still, you can't put the right thing in the law.
Okay, Adama, good evening.
Good evening, sir. Good evening, Dr. CM. Madam Rita, good evening. Sir Louis, Mr. Jonathan, Abdul Malik, good evening, Nigeria Watch, thank you for everything you do. Mommy Diaspora, the people in the chat, greetings, everyone. Hope we are all having pre-Valentine fabulous weekends. And I just want to wish everyone out there, hope we all had a great weekend at the same time, relaxed, rejuvenate, and we are ready for the week coming up. I came in specifically because of the topic of healthcare. We're talking about healthcare, and that's something that I'm so passionate about. And when we talk about healthcare, when it comes to our country, Nigeria, it breaks my heart because we're not where we need to be. Let's say the way it is, and we're talking about women who are pregnant, fatal, or even though we have that problem here in the diaspora, I live in United States in the South, it's not as bad as it is back home, fatal mortality and stuff like that. The thing I want us to take serious about is, I've said this several times, healthcare, health is wealth. No matter how much you've accumulated as a human being, if you're a billionaire, whatever you want to call yourself, maybe a lot of us don't know. We all have cancer cells in us. And that's why when you see, I'm going to challenge every one of us, go and read the letter the founder of Apple wrote before he died. If that would not wake us up, or some of us, when we talk about this healthcare thing, a lot of us don't take it serious, is to tell you this is a man who has accumulated so much wealth. If you say people that can pay or afford any kind of healthcare, he will be one of them. But like I tell people, when it comes to illness, it doesn't care the kind of person you are. If you get sick, if you have a cardiac arrest, cancer, whatever it is, it does not care who you are. So what baffles me is the state our healthcare system is getting worse and worse and worse and worse every day. I asked someone, there was a conversation I was having with someone. I said, here in the diaspora, we equivalent hospitals according to there's something called level 1, level 2. Level 2 is the trauma. Like if you live in the South, Atlanta, if you know this hospital called Grady Hospital, Grady Hospital is funded by the government. And if you have a gunshot, Grady and Emory is over 100 years old. For those that don't know the history of Emory Healthcare, Emory is over 100 years old. Grady is a hospital being funded by the government. If you have a gunshot, you'll be taken to Grady. So Grady went through financial struggle where they were anticipating of closing the hospital. The doctors, everybody was fighting. If you Dr. Sanjay Gupta works in that hospital, and I have the privilege of working next to him. And let me tell you, when you talk, this is the neurosurgeon. It's not about, if you know the kind of things that have been thrown to this man and you meet him in person, you will know that it's not about the position. It's about when you're passionate about health and saving people's life. You don't care the status where you are. You just want to save people's life. So when Grady went through this, the government was like, "Oh, the hospital is not making money. This, that. We have the." People had to come together. Foundations came together and like, no, you can't close it. This is where the least privileged. If you don't have any health care, anything, take you to Grady. You get healed. Like you get the help you need. And let me remind every one of us why I brought up Grady. In the South, when I say in the South, Grady has one of the best burn units. If you get burned in Mississippi, they will fly you to Grady. That's how good. They have one of the best burn units in the South. So when you see doctors coming out and fighting, saying, no, 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 we have to keep this hospital going because it serves so many things. The point I'm trying to make here is I've seen people say something about Lutz. I don't know the history of Lutz Hospital back home. And I want to stay in my lane. Something I don't know, I keep quiet because I want to be educated. I want to learn. But it's sad. I want to tell you, I had the privilege of visiting Lutz. I was shocked. When I say shocked,
Okay. Yes,
I couldn't
okay.
speak. I couldn't. I'm like, is this the hospital? Everything you see people say, Lutz Hospital, I couldn't believe what I saw with my eyes. So the point I'm trying to make is this. We as the citizens, people back home, I cannot tell them what their rights are. But if they don't know what their rights are, me, Adama here in the diaspora, I try as much as I can to know what my right is and at the same time fight for what is right. And when I serve my patients, I don't serve them based on how much they came in with or what kind of healthcare they came in with. Matter of fact, when you're coming to me, I'm putting you to sleep, you're in the OR. I'm an anesthesiologist. So when you're you don't even know what you're like. I have to make sure everything goes smooth through during your surgery. So the point I'm trying to make here is this. We need to take healthcare seriously. And I'm sorry to say
Mhm.
this. A lot of our nurses back home, I've seen them come here in the diaspora. They lack continuous education. They lack empathy
Yes,
for one another. When I say
it's true.
empathy, the way they treat human being, you ask yourself, what nursing school did this person go? Then you see the one that tell you, oh, I'm a surgeon for back home, I'm this, that. My dear, I don't care what kind of surgeon you are. You're
Lady
here in the
Adama,
diaspora. Yes.
do you know when you see soldiers, the way soldiers treat each other when a colleague fall at war front, they just patch the person up and prepare the person to go to other war. That is how Nigerians behave. Nigeria as a country is at war. Everyone behave like they are all at the war front. So you see, there's no, like you said, there's no empathy, there's no humanity, and this is that's why I keep talking about beyond professionalism. Our the humanity is not there. And when they travel abroad, they display this inhumanity, and it's so obvious. It's open; everyone can see it. And it shows the way they treat patients, the way they react to patients, the pregnant women that are admitted to hospitals, the way they react to them. I've had several people, I've listened to many of them. It's a mindset. There's this mindset we need to change, and it's really, really bad. If we don't work on it, this is beyond the government now. It's just we as a people. This mindset is really bad.
The
Louis,
other
it's
Look,
not
day,
just that. Sir Louis,
the
it's not
other
just that. When you see people who call themselves surgeon back home, it's like even the hospital idolize these people. And I'm asking myself, okay, you're a surgeon, you're supposed to be saving life, but the way you're dragging your food to come see the patient. You're being paid for this. Like, it doesn't make sense to me. It does not make sense to me, because here in diaspora, you're trying to save life first before anything. Save life first. Nobody cares what your status is. You can be whatever. And the braggadociousness in our people. I'm telling you, nurses, I'm dumbfounded. And you start asking yourself, how are we going to do better if people who are in the position of power and have the opportunity to change things, they will see a pregnant woman coming. I want someone, my question to this platform and why I came in is, when there's a gunshot in Nigeria, there was something I heard, which I was shocked. They said you have to get a
Okay, yeah.
police statement first
Yes, no.
before you get treated.
Yes.
And I am asking
Oh yes,
myself,
oh yeah,
please, who
oh yeah.
created this? How does that make sense? So that's all I have to say. Health
But
is
before
wealth.
you
We need to
go,
take it serious. Yes.
before you
Go
go,
ahead,
Madam,
sir.
Adam. See, I want to ask, what's your experience at Loot? Good, positive, or bad? Because you
No,
said
no.
the
He said she was shocked. No, Lut is
shocked. Could
is a
be really,
refugee
shocked
camp.
could be shocked, in a positive manner or
No,
which
No, it
shocked
can
in the
never.
terms of they don't have the basic equipment it takes to
okay.
run a
See,
clinic, let alone a
see,
hospital.
I don't know whether in Lut. I'm a product of there anyway. In Lut, as you are coming in, you go see something like, if you see a block, this will be A1 ground floor, first floor, second floor, third floor, 1, 2, 3, 4. A, B, C, D. As you are walking right down that long corridor, didn't you see people lying, putting their wrapper, sleeping? I mean, Ruth is a refugee camp. That is what it is. You should see it. Malam Aboki will carry a tin to bring in water from Mushi Gate. I don't know whether you know. Lut has 3 entrances. One, as you are coming through a Shaga road down, that is where you have Lagos University Teaching Hospital. Then these are the medical students hostel. If you go down, Idiaraba bus stop, that is the College of Medicine. Then at the back of the entire thing, it leads to area they call Mushi Gate. You see, Malam Aboki will carry tin. This one they carry one long, is it wood to just carry it like this. They are bringing water into Lut. Lut used to have their own water treatment plant that supply water to everywhere. And this thing. When I went there that day, I was shocked. People now wash their clothes, spread it on the floor. I mean, Lut is a refugee camp. There's just the way to describe it. I don't know whether you see people sleeping. Why? They couldn't get bed, or because they couldn't bribe to be given bed so that they can be admitted in one of the ward, even when the treatment is inadequate. That is the situation. And Lut should be the tertiary healthcare center in Lagos, owned by the federal government, founded in 1962. Lut was copied from a University of, I think, Uppsala in
all
Sweden.
these states come as so. Now
That was where they copied.
Leave late comer. You that you not allow us in early. Leave late comer.
All these late comers, so now 1 minute now go get to. We don't close.
Nigeria watch, including me, Adama. Are you saying this with your heart, or you just want to say
No,
that?
Madam, you are not part of it. Now all those men will come. So now 1 minute.
Look at you. I like
if you want to
Madam,
have beyond 1 minute, you have to sow seed to the platform to have beyond 1 minute.
Exactly. God bless you, Sir Louis. So seed.
Where we are
Here and I redeem. We don't become redeem. We don't become redeem or what?
So we've become redeemed church, where you need to sow your seed before you see your miracle happen, right?
Then you water it, you weed it, you water it.
They are the jollof rice guy. Where's Mr. Jollof rice, right?
The miracle is Peter Obi being elected. That's the miracle.
Adama said about gunshots. Actually,
we're talking about
I want to just correct. Okay. Yeah, I want to correct something that she said about the gunshot. It used to be like that before. I was a victim of gunshots, but I was expecting to be told that. I actually got treatment immediately, and then the next day I had to report to the police station. So that has changed.
Which year was that? Which year was that?
That was in 2021.
After COVID, maybe after COVID, they learned a lesson, one or two. Okay, well, who knows? But really, that was the situation. So go get police report. Police report for somebody where in test time.
It's still happening in Nigeria. That may be your unique case, so Mr. Moshola. This past week alone, this lady that died because of this snake bite. It's not to hospital where she go. She went to 2 hospitals and she was she wasn't treated. They said for whatever reason she has to go.
So Mr. Jonathan, can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Why was that policy created, and what is the reason behind it?
The reason was because of armed robbery. You see, that thing has been in Nigeria for long.
Since the 60s.
60s. You see, it was when at the height of armed robbery. In Nigeria, where armed robbery, this banditry we are seeing now, it used to be armed robbery. They would just enter a street, a neighborhood. They will clear the neighborhood, enter people's houses and all the rest of it. And they carry gun. So when they go to hospitals, they will say, okay, if anybody comes to the hospital, let the person identify himself or herself. That some hospitals are treating armed robbers. They are the one giving them cover. So before you treat them, inform the police. It was at the height of this armed robbery in Nigeria, and it was so rampant. Yeah.
But do you know, all protocols observed, I greet everybody. In the country you and I live, they will treat armed robber and later put the armed robber in the prison. They will treat armed robber, give them food. Now, our own, in the course of doing that, you have lost innocent life. People have lost their life to reckless policies. This is a reckless policy. It's a reckless policy. It just says that the law enforcement agents, the people in charge of policy makers, the security of the country is being destroyed for a very long time. Now, you now hear what Peter Obi is saying now. How can a government that made $1, how can a government where we are now buying oil, we are buying fuel for 20 naira, the government in Luz now, we now have a very wonderful SK in Luz. Dr. CM he can even volunteer in Luz now. Luz is working now. Before Mr. Elvis left Nigeria, there was light. And that government is scared of Peter Obi. What has Peter Obi done? He has not done anything. Tinubu has done everything now. Road is, in fact, everything is what Naira is now one Naira to $1. So why is this scared? And you now have one person call his name Jollof. He just said that Tinubu and his guys, they are just, I don't know how to call them. Why are you scared of Peter Obi? But I like the way it's coming. You now have city girls versus village boys, real people. You now have online beggars as against the real online people doing the work. So Nigerians, for me, whether Tinubu likes it or not, there must be a transmission of election results on election day on a real time. Let this be your constant demand. Anywhere we are gathering, whether on Twitter or in your village meetings, say it. These guys are scared. But why are they scared for? Tinubu, you have done well now. Naira is $1 to $1. There's life. Mr. Elvis, I am sure that the life you left in Nigeria is better than the one you are enjoying in UK. So why is Tinubu scared? What is he scared for? So reckless policy. In America, in fact, they will catch the thief, treat the thief. From that where they treat you, you are going to jail. You are going to jail. So innocent lives have died. People have lost their life innocently because of these reckless policies. In the first place, this armed robber, although I'm not advocating for them, treat them, charge them to prison. There you can even get more information from them on how they carry out their evil acts.
Give us our mandate. Give us our mandate.
Yeah, go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Yes, good evening. Good evening, sir. And, Mr. Mashallah, welcome. And Dr. Adama, you're welcome. Happy weekend.
Welcome. Madam Rita.
I was listening and I was stirring my green soup. Please, I beg. I was listening. I didn't want to interrupt.
Rita and the black soup.
You don't move from black to green now. It don't move. The color don't they change now? Wow, from black to green.
Election don't they come now? Once election come black.
The color they change.
The only person that I have promised designer soup is Madana because of last time she was here, she really gave some, some information that everybody needed to hear. So this year it's only going to be like 5 people this year for that black soup. So last year was just too common.
Are you serious? I heard that your black soup is one of the best.
It's called designer black soup, designer Benin black soup.
Famous black soup.
Yes, designer Benin black soup. It's not just regular. Anyway,
okay.
I was stirring the pot when I was listening to you guys. You know it's weekend now. And
wait, madam. Wait. This your black soup pending. For the past 78 years, the black soup is pending.
You are not getting it. You are not
I
getting it.
I never seen
green of this year.
My green I hear. My green I hear.
The North American WhatsApp group. Black Panther can attest to that. Mr. Jonathan and give us a Monday. You know, I sent you guys my black soup.
I'm in North America.
You did not want to join us in the group now. So Black Panther.
What group?
Okay, we have this Black Panther.
Mr. Jonathan, that's what I want to say. To what group? Because
I sent the black soup I was enjoying just a few days ago. So it is not a joke. It's not a mirage. It is a reality. It exists. Designer Benin black soup exists. Anyway,
so which one can be green now? Which one be green again?
But you said green, though. You said
green. Now I have to be creative. So
okay,
I'm trying to create another kind of.
Dr. CM, please leave my sister alone.
I just tired. You're not going to get any black soup.
No. I just ask question because me, I don't know.
So far this year, it's only Madana that has qualified so far, and I'm giving only 5 for this entire 2026 because this one I'm not joking. We have to
you know what? I'm so happy.
February. Sorry?
I'm so happy because I don't have to be. I don't need to be qualified now. I'm St. Louis.
No, St. Louis.
What kind of privilege do you have? You say you don't need to be qualified.
Listen. Once you are knighted by the British monarch, you don't need to go through that process.
British? No, I beg. Forget those Epstein people. Forget them. Don't attach yourself.
Okay, let me get on that. Just for a second. Do you know the funny part is I was watching Piers Morgan a few days ago. Piers Morgan said something. Say, why is it that on this Epstein case, Britain is making good move in dealing with those high-profile people who are listed, but America is not doing anything about it.
They are not dealing with anything. Please, look at what your parliament
has anyone been
squash the case?
US not doing anything about it.
Please, let's not even go there because those are very disturbing.
But Prince Andrew was removed from his position. But what about US? No,
removed from his position. No, in fact, my darling brother, please, can we shift? Because we want to shift. Now, going back to the reason why I wanted to speak, because Adama was asking a question regarding like you have to get a police report before you can be treated for like a gunshot wound. But I think a few years back they have reversed that. I think it's during Saraki's time. Because something happened. But the issue we all know in Nigeria, you can put a very nicely worded document there, put all the colors of a rainbow and everything. But when it comes to implementation, we have a serious problem in acting on what we have written down. Implementation is a problem. There was this lady that passed on, I don't know if last year or 2 years ago, this young lady that was attacked in Abuja. I think she went to the Federal Medical Center and there was a video and this girl was just sitting down there. She had a gunshot wound on her leg. And, the nurse, the person that brought her was screaming and shouting, help this girl. She was shot and all that. The nurse was having a sort of altercation with her. And to cut the long story short, this woman died. It was all over the news. And then the federal, I think it was the FCT minister then came out and said, listen, we have instructed all hospitals and medical centers that anybody who comes with a gunshot wound, you should treat them. And anybody who didn't, they were going to prosecute them. Till date, that case has gone to voicemail. We didn't hear of any medical director being persecuted because we all know at the end of the day, it's compensation. They'll beg the family to give them money and that's it. That's just how we roll in Nigeria. That's just how we roll. Right now, they won't say they don't take you. They will say, oh, there's no doctor available because it's a gunshot wound. Just because of that. So that's the problem. That's the problem. That thing has been reversed.
That is the problem. Implementation is the problem. They're not acting on it, and nobody's being persecuted. There's no medical doctor or or medical staff being persecuted for how they treated the person who had that injury. It doesn't. In fact, that file doesn't exist. Let me just tell you now. So get shot at your own risk. That's unfortunately the situation that we are in now.
There's nothing like there's nothing like directives in Nigeria. It's just all talk.
That's
and in fact, just to put
electronic transfer of results. It's all talk of implementation.
Just to put it
directly, they will not do it.
It's all a lie. Tinubu, few months back, he gave this order that all police escort or whatever VIP police they should be withdrawn. Today now, in fact, they have doubled their escorts now. That was the president who gave an order. Nobody is obeying it today as we speak.
Thank you.
So medically,
it's just talk. They don't act on it.
Okay, Madam Rita, Mr. Jonathan, I hear what you both are saying. I know we've all seen the video of the man that said his pregnant wife died because they asked him to pay a fee. So what does that have to do with a pregnant woman? Why is it that a payment has to be rendered first before the services? I get it that a lot of people come for services that they can't afford. I understand that. Just like we have here in the diaspora, we have people who come for healthcare treatment who don't have insurance. There is not a way of paying for them. Like they can't pay for the services they are receiving. I get that. So what does that have to do with a pregnant woman? And this is what I say, I want us to be aware of. When I came in, I used the word empathy. Empathy.
You see, we don't have a system.
Have it.
Madam, we don't have a system in Nigeria. It should be, after all, we don't have federal hospitals or teaching hospitals, every nook and cranny of Nigeria. There's all these teaching hospitals or federal hospitals, they are strategically located, mostly at the capital, state capitals, and all the rest of it. But there are millions of Nigerians that are living in the rural areas. It's a matter of policy, a very simple one. When a pregnant woman, in this case now, goes to any hospital, she must be treated. Let that hospital, now a private one, maybe a small in the neighborhood or in that area, she must be treated. Then forward the bill. Forward your bill to XYZ and you will be reimbursed. It's as simple as that. You see? It's just a matter of policy. So that the woman who is living in Damaturu or who is living in Kotangora or a woman who is living in the far down of River State or Edo State, who suddenly got into labor, knows fully well that she will go to the nearest hospital there. She will be treated. That hospital will care less. They will just give her the best treatment possible because they know that they will just send their bill to, a particular department, either in the state or in Abuja. And there is no red tape. It's not like they will send their bill now and they are waiting for 6 months. In a matter of a week, maximum 2 weeks, they know they will get their money in their account. But the only problem in Nigeria is that we are too crooked, the people, even the people. You will now see some hospitals, some small clinics be sending fake bills.
But then everything will be what is it called? What is the word to use? You have to go back and make sure that you verify before you make payment. You verify. Exactly.
I know. But the key issue here is just that get the woman or whoever that is involved there, get the person treated, give the person the best at that point in time. Then you will be reimbursed. Then that's just, it's a matter of policy.
In fact, when a pregnant woman should not, in fact, it's not up for debate. Give her the best of everything. At that point,
Dr. CM, you're muted. We can't hear you.
No, I can hear him. No, I can hear him, Madam Madana. I can hear him.
Maybe it's your. Can you hear me now? I think.
I can hear you, Dr. CM.
Okay, yeah, you can hear me. So actually, a pregnant woman who is right from the time throughout the period of antenatal till the woman, it should be
Yes,
free.
now.
It
Should be free
should
now.
be. We can a grateful nation should be able to appreciate that, and then let it be. Some people should get something from the government, but the thing is, if in
Nigeria,
Nigeria,
we are not
if you
serious. We are not serious in that country. You see, it's not see in the West here. It's not that the government, it's not that sometimes that they are stupid or the government is just Father Christmas. No. It's another way of capturing the people. It's another
it's true.
way of getting data. Because
yes,
the
it's true. Yes,
easiest way
getting
you
data.
can
Yeah.
capture the data of a family is when the woman comes to the hospital. At that point in time, they will give you everything you want. If you ask where they live, they will give you. If you ask the date of birth of all her children, she will give you. If you say
She
where
will
her
give
husband works, everything, she will give you.
She will give
And
you.
all things
It's
enter
true.
into the system. You capture that
It's true.
family. And then in
It's
return,
true.
government provide the enabling service. That's just how it is done. It's not
It's
that the
true.
one that you'll have to go and pay to get passport. And they will bring.
If you ever see witness a delivery in Nigeria, you will that talking of Adama saying empathy, that is where you know that some of these our healthcare people are just beast animal. If you see the way they will be talking to a woman in labor, if you see that is nothing, you get nothing. Nobody can just they there, they cry, say, Madam, waiting where your husband there safe.
I don't
Just
understand
they
how a
talk. Only
pregnant
you.
in a country.
In fact,
And that says it all. Oh. You see this one about paternity. This one, it says it all about who we are. We don't care, no regard for life. No regard for life. Because a government that cares for life, that would be the topmost priority. Any government,
we don't
any
care. It's not
system at
exactly
all.
we don't care for it. We
Like
don't.
pregnancy is like a death
I
trap
say
in Nigeria.
loot is like a refugee camp. See people. When I see people rapper on the floor, I'm telling you, some people will hear me now. Rapper on the floor, lying there. Say why? A woman and they say they don't get bed. If you pay money, they will look for bed for you so that put you in one of the ward. Even the treatment is substandard. That is what people go through.
That's why we also say that we should find people that have brain to lead us. Because you see,
It's true. Yes.
these things we're talking about. Again, I said earlier that the West, the government, is not that they are so good like that. There's just another pathway to make life easier for the people. You see, when you do all these things, you also create employment. There are so many people that you have set another vehicle for another industry. People will set up their own businesses through this as well. And you will create employment one way or the other. That's just how you develop the society. Government cannot employ everybody. Government cannot be paying the salaries of everybody. But when government put the right policies in place.
Okay, to tell you, because of our healthcare system, zero standard, nothing, not.
So if that's the case, so what can we do to change it? Because my brain is going wide as we're talking. We're talking about a gunshot now. Now I'm asking myself, what happened to rape victims, women who, my brain is going wide. At the end of the day, this is what I want to say.
That question
How can we
cannot
make
be answered.
healthcare accessible to everyone? Despite your financial status in Africa, because you know why? One of the top doctors and surgeons in the diaspora and all over the world are Africans, Nigeria to be precise. Why can't we, when it comes to our country,
Adama,
we
you are talking
cannot
of
figure
rape.
out our healthcare system?
Madam Adana, that's question for the gods.
This thing we are talking of Epstein file. If na Nigeria,
no, in fact,
lady won't get. If na Nigeria,
Epstein file.
Yes, I'm coming. If na Nigeria, one girl just said, "Na Akpabio na do." People go tell her say, "You don't know, shut up. Look at you. Akpabio feet. Look at
Natasha
you."
Now, there's even a senator.
Hey, look at that. Is this? You see, that is the thing.
Imagine
Everybody
the
just
other
kept
girls who are
quiet.
not senators. You can imagine what
But
they have done to them.
over the case with Natasha, do you know that Yaya Bello is going to run to replace her? Now they are planning Yaya Bello to run in the next senatorial
The
election.
white lion that
yes, they want
EFCC
to rig him in. They want to rig him in just to remove Natasha.
What a country!
Because they disturbed them. Anyway, anyway, the thing is that you see, I wanted to say, you see something like healthcare system. Look at Chimamanda. What happened to her son? Chimamanda went to where is the hospital in Lagos? I've forgotten the say Eurocare. They went there because they want to travel the next day or something to John Hopkins in America, where they need to put a line or cannula or something like that
just to stabilize,
just to prepare a little bit, so that they can now come. They went there. Propofol, now they even give overdose. The thing now propofol, and they still give. Chimamanda's son is 21 months. Not up to 2 years, just like 21 months.
Baby. My God.
21 months. 21 months. Now they give propofol. Not only did they give propofol, but they gave it overdose.
You know what? Many of all these doctors, Nashayo, some of them are just coming out from Owambe. Some of them, they just had. I'm telling you, Dr. CM, they're not serious because it's all about party. They're not serious.
In fact, when I you see, they gave overdose. Then now there's so many. You see, the baby you can't carry it now. So I say, they carry. I think according to the report I read, said the doctor carry and put for shoulder, begin run like a woman where they supply your corn for bus stop. If person there for luxury bus, say, madam, bring bread now, you go carry and they say, oh, see him. So now that kind of thing.
Nigeria.
I think it's freedom for medical negligence.
Yeah, they go. I think he wants to sue them now. See,
of course, he will sue, but like the person don't buy now. It's a shame. Waiting they carry come hospital. Maybe one type of
maybe I
something.
don't know, Sha. Let me ask Dr. CM this direct question, please. Do we have anything specifically called children hospital in Nigeria? Anywhere in Nigeria?
Yeah. Yes, we used to have. That's what they call MACH, Massey Street Children's Hospital, inside there. And
I'm talking of like a government owned, like maybe state or government.
Listen, that one, Zeke opened it in Zeke's wife and Zeke and the wife opened in 1963. I've been there. Massey Street Children's Hospital. But now I think Sanwo, Massey Street here. Now they want near Lagos Island Maternity because they have it. Apart from that, I don't know. And if you get to that Massey Street Children's Hospital, it could be like another Jankara market because that kind of place where the thing you go shock when you say this is for children. Do you know why when it was located there was Lagos used to be only mainly island, when in the 60s, Lagos never developed the way it is now. So people were saying they should have taken the hospital out of there to somewhere bigger, not like equivalent of Lut, because that is the only recognized children's hospital in Lagos. Maybe in Nigeria itself, they call it Massey Street. It's on Massey Street Children's Hospital. It was patterned after Great Ormond Street in London. Great Ormond Street Hospital in London, GSOH. Great Ormond, GOSH also. Great Ormond Street Hospital in London. They say it's like the best in Europe and very, 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 very busy. So, Nigeria is a big copy waiting on Oyibo do, but now to maintain them, as Oyibo they maintain them. Nigerian government go see 10-story building maybe in Atlanta. They come build them for Lagos. When you reach fourth floor, you want to use the toilet, they say, the water system, no, they run. May you go ground floor. say make yeah, but now there they copy this skyscraper good though, they build.
And then they
it's true. I've encountered it. I went to meet a lawyer when I went to for Marina. When I tell her, he said, no. He said, this thing not the work. If you hear the smell, because they know say the water system has go like ground floor. Tell them the visitors on there. I say, for tall building
even
like
if it
this,
is one,
they didn't
even
know
if
they
it
work.
is one, even if it is one, even if you call it National Children Hospital, this money where you they go waste for Lagos Calabar Highway, put down for that hospital, build a befitting children hospital in Nigeria, world class, just children hospital. For crying
it could
out
be like
loud.
because that
So,
one
Mr.
will be something
Jonathan,
like
are you
a
saying we don't have
center.
one? Are you saying we don't have one in the whole of Nigeria, a children hospital?
I don't
We
tell you
don't
the
have a
one where I know
functional.
now. You know
Dr.
there.
C mentioned there's no functional one single children hospital in Nigeria.
I say Mercy Street Children's Hospital. Only that one I know for Lagos. Okay,
That
I don't know
one,
whether it's there in Ugu.
That one
I'm not sure.
Dr. CM, let's just forget it. There is we don't have. That one no be children.
Mercy
That one
Street.
no be. It's
that is the only one I know.
It's just so sickening.
Is there anyone for your state in Ibadan? Is there anyone in Edo State? Is there anyone in Ogun State? Is there anyone in Anambra State? No. Is there anyone in Enugu State?
These
No.
leaders
So
that we have, they don't think now. They don't think
Children's
now.
Special Hospital.
If you have children hospital, just one, and you equip it to standard. I mean to international standard.
Okay, Black Panther is writing something on the chat. He said we have one in Lagos.
Hey,
so
the
Black
one.
Panther, could you just name one?
Now the Mercy Street where they talk, that is the only one.
See, I don't know why. Maybe it's me. I can't hear anything Dr. CM is saying.
You see, it's the same one. It's the same one. You see, this one you are talking about.
Something is functioning. It's wanting to have something. It's a name. If you play investigation and go there, now empty space you find for there.
See, guys, this one that Dr. CM mentioned now, just last year, either last year, but not up to 2 years anyway, within the last 1.5 years, Sanwo-Olu, the governor of Lagos State, renovated it. But as we speak, see that Mercy Children, that hospital there cannot even cover one local government. It's very is considering the population today and the need today, it's just a very tiny space. That hospital. It's just it's not if you know this place. I know Mercy Hospital in Lagos. It's not. It was after this cry. I believe even on social media, people are talking about children's hospital, blah blah blah. Sanwo-Olu then find the face to go and renovate that one on Mercy Street. And again, I deliberately asked a question because I know that I can't find any in Nigeria, but maybe I'm missing it. Maybe one governor or the other established one that we don't know.
That's why I mentioned Children's Hospital. I mentioned Mercy Street. That is the only one I know. And it's 1963. It was opened by Zeke. Because I've been there. I saw the plaque opened by Right Honorable Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe, Governor General also of Nigeria. He's written there. That was then Mercy Street. So such a hospital should be something like referral center, whereby even if you're anywhere in Lagos, you treat a children, carry and go Mercy Street, because there you see the best pediatricians, the best you could boast of, the best. Then everything about bone or whatever, I mean, it should be there before developing. But we don't get them, they. So that is the issue. You see, that's why when people ask of solution, vote P2B, because let us know we are starting. That might be the solution. Vote P2B anywhere where you're there, campaign for him, because he's the only man who is coming with the intention that we have to put money into health, education, infrastructure, particularly electricity. He says South Africa said they will declare the emergency on a power supply when they have already 24-hour power supply. He said we declare war. So that is the thing, social infrastructure, and then in security. That's all. Nigeria will start to move.
When Madam Adam talked about rape victims in Nigeria, we never get there. Nigeria no get. We talked about human face, humanity, empathy.
Natasha has said how she was homosexually abused. She has evidence. Just attacking
her.
Madam, you're talking about the house help that was taking advantage of. Who is she going to? Is she going to go and meet Dele Farotimi? Who? We have not gotten. I said, all your question is for the God. It's not for now. We have not gotten there. You see, God.
People will even tell the lady, say, they rape you. Who are you? Look at you. You think, say, look
The
at this
policeman
person.
will tell her. He will
But
tell
that
her
says
like,
a lot about
settle.
who we are now. That means
That's it.
people
We are
no
the
respect
cause of
for
our
life.
problem. We are the cause, and we are the only ones that can find solutions to our problems. Every aspect of every ministry in Nigeria, everybody's involved. Look at what happened in the Senate now. We all watch it now. Senator Abaribe said, okay, as if he was joking. Something as serious as voting for electoral reforms. They were laughing in the Senate. So it just tells you they're all in it, all of them. Regardless of political party is just there, it's just there for fancy. Nigeria is an autocratic system of government. That democracy is just making no laws. Okay, we are part of democracy. You and I know we are not practicing democracy in Nigeria.
I think we have to look for a name to give the system of government that is operating.
It doesn't exist here. Anything you want to say, maybe it's autocracy hybrid. It is not anything that
government.
Because
autocracy hybrid.
You know, a system
like
of government where the man that sits in Aso Rock is like a god to the people. That is
no,
not democracy.
That's a name.
Aristocracy. That's what we're practicing.
Just leave it the way it is. Leave English out of it. Nigeria does not deserve English. Now, party government. Leave English out of it.
Party government hybrid though, because this one is not like hybrid English. This is okay. I know maybe it's a better word to use because hybrid has to be added to it. This one is not similar to what has happened in the past.
You know,
one day, hybrid format.
One day I was reading the Bible. I think the beginning of this year. Just to always do that. Sometimes I try to always have balanced knowledge on what is happening because since I'm a Christian, so it's good to be versed with scriptures. So in the place of Genesis, I think when God took the children of Israel out of Egypt, and they got to a place where they started raising their voices. I think this is in Exodus, where they were frustrated at Moses and all that. So Moses left them with Aaron, with Joshua, so just to go hear from God. When they got back, he felt that the children of Israel took
we need to round up.
They started worshiping the same God. They was worshiping the God.
Can you hear me, sir?
Yes, sir, loud and clear. Now, this is the thing.
Thank you.
God took them physically out of Egypt, but mentally they were still in Egypt. So what I found out from there, that now got painted a picture for me that many Nigerians I meet in diaspora that say applaud the system of government happening in Nigeria. So physically they're out of Nigeria, but mentally, their mental state is still evolves around that retrogressive system that is not working. Even though you see them abroad, they've been there for many years. So, that's why I said Nigerians in diaspora that say applaud the current system in Nigeria are people to me that are damaged beyond repair. Because these people, there's no way I can relate with them. It's impossible because they don't reason. If Nigeria was working, will you be in Canada working inside the code? You not be working inside the code. You'll be in your country.
Family Day, everybody. I gotta go now, Mr. Elvis. Thank you so much. Sorry for interrupting, Mr. Lewis. I sent you a message. The message you were asking for.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. Thank you, Madam Rita. Thank you.
Thank you. Very welcome.
Is that a WhatsApp? Yes.
Is his WhatsApp? Give us our mandate. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes. Give us our mandate. Yeah.
I'll get that now. Thank you.
Yeah. All right. Good night, Dr. CM, Adama.
Thank you.
Moshola, Abdul Malik Fidere, Mr. Jonathan. Mr. Jonathan, we have to talk, but maybe sometimes.
Yeah. But I think before you go, I think you said, what are we practicing in Nigeria that is not democracy?
It's kleptocracy. It's kleptocracy.
I think somebody just recently figured out a name for Nigeria. So funny. He gave what Nigeria he called it this big grammar. He just coined it, and the thing don't enter dictionary. And he says prebendalism.
Prebendalism. And a government or settlement, and that is kleptocracy. Thieves.
Prebendalism plus cacristocracy. That's what we're practicing. Unfortunately. Have a good night. Happy Family Day to the Canadians out there. Tomorrow is public holiday.
Happy Family Day. Yeah.
Yes. So enjoy and then stay safe out there. Mr. Elvis, you're a correct guy. Where's Kakabo?
Get some extra sleep. I think the snow don't leave you now a little bit.
No, it's still piled up. It's still piled up, Mr. Jonathan. It's just that it's tapering off. I think it's like -5 now, so that's very good. Yes, so it's just tapering off, but it's still high. hasn't melted yet, but this week is going to be raining, so maybe it might be washing over. Well, we are still in the winter months anyway. It's not over.
Make you park on where we they get +10.
I know. Why in the minus? At least not double digits -20. Why in the -5?
Mr. Jonathan, where are you?
This is good.
Vancouver.
It's in the best place now, Vancouver now.
Oh my
the most
goodness.
expensive place. That's why it's expensive.
That's you know what they call it in London? They call it London extension. That's what they call it. That's how they refer to it in London, UK. They say Vancouver.
Yeah,
that's because most of the English people in Canada love Vancouver.
Yeah.
Anyway,
so Jonathan, you are enjoying, no?
You need them. No time. Enjoy it while it's here. While you are here.
My last visit there was sweet. I went to Victoria also. It was
okay.
Why always so? How do they kashifoni? That's what you say now.
Emailer, right?
Which one is emailer? Oh,
Emailer,
okay. Oh, okay.
Thank you.
Okay, well, kashifoni. Good night, Mr. Elvis. Thank you. Bye.
Yes, so Mr. CM, I think that is the situation. I think Nigerians and that change has to come from our mental state, But then before that, I think the only opener is let us hope that 2027 will be will be a beginning for a better Nigeria. Because you see, this election is going to be tougher than the last election. The way things are going is going to be extremely tough. But then I still believe that if Nigerians really go together, I love what Randy Peter is doing on ground. That young man is doing a fantastic job, Randy Peters.
Peter for Nigeria. Yeah, yes. Peter for Nigeria. Yeah.
I believe with what he's doing and many other young folks that are on ground, next is going to be very interesting. I'll be on ground. I'm going to be on ground during the election period anyway. So yes, it's going to be a different thing.
It's true. It's a shame really that Nigeria. Well, Peter B. Let's see. There's a reason why God kept him alive. Obviously, he will make it, despite the fact that, like he said, the odds are loaded against him. They don't want him to be on the ballot, but he will surely be on the ballot, God willing. By hook or by crook, he will be, and people will vote for him. My prayer is even make Trump come do Maduro, carry Tinubu, so that all this tension go low. To be honest, Trump can't carry Tinubu, whatever charge, whether whatever, charge him for anything, carry him, so that make tension die down first. Nobody go discern. Yes. Made there for what? It's true now. It's carry on now. Say all
these we fight too.
All these 31 governors where they take the polls. Everybody go there.
That one where you talk like your CM. They will fight you.
Can I have my final submission before I leave, please?
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Thank you, Adama. Yeah,
I just want to say, Niger Watch, thank you for bringing me in, even though I came late. Mr. Jonathan, Abdul Malik, Sir Louis, Mr. Omoshola, Dr. CM, Mr. Ndubisi. I enjoy listening to every one of you. And I just want to say thank you. Let us keep sharing our voices. For the women that come on this platform, trust me, when I'm at work, wherever I am, I listen to you guys, Madam Patricia, Madam Rita. I listen to every one of you guys. Please, women need to join into this platform and air their voices because, listen, this platform is a platform that has gone far that you don't even know how I got in contact with it. So please, let's keep doing what we're doing. And this is my final submission. Whatever you do in life, and no matter how much wealth you've accumulated, health is wealth. So please take care of yourself, watch what you eat, exercise, and for our men who are on this platform, I am a big advocate on live to work and not work to live. A lot of our men, especially African Black men, are overworked. Please make sure you're getting enough sleep. Don't tell me 5 hours of sleep is enough. No, you have 24 hours in a day. Think about your body, your brain, your body weight. You need to get at least 8 hours of sleep for your brain to function and be active the way it is. No matter where you are in life, I just want to encourage our men, take your health seriously. What if you break down today, that thing you're trying to fix or you're trying to accomplish, it will wait and life will go on. And everybody will just do, all everyone around you will do is cry and say, oh, he was a great man, he was a this. So I am a big advocate on telling our men, please, please, it's very important to make out time for yourself, go on vacation, discover what you love, make out time for yourself. It's called 7 days a week. Whatever your hours is, what day do you have to just
Okay,
sit
you all right?
down, reflect,
Okay, that's
take
good.
it
Let's go.
in,
Sweet,
what
sweet,
you are
wake up.
accomplishing?
Wait till your friend. Wake him up.
Sir
Wake him,
Louis, who
wake
are
him.
you waking up?
Mute,
Hit him.
mute.
Hit him.
Mute, Sir Louis. So I just want to say I came in because healthcare is something that is big for me, and it's sad to see the when I say a black man at the age of mid 30s having heart attack, having blood pressure is uncalled for. So please, to all those men on this platform and those listening to us, make our time for yourself is very important. Make out time for yourself. Take care of yourself. If you don't do that for yourself, nobody will do it for you. I don't care how passionate you are about your family or what you have going on in life. Take our time, pause, reflect, feed on your own self first because you cannot give what you don't have. So, with that being said, I love every one of you guys. Thank you. And Dr. CM, it's always a pleasure being on the platform with you. Niger Watch,
Thank you.
salute, sir. Good night. Bye bye.
Good night.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you, Adama. Good
I
night.
listened to her and I took the advice because now people like us where we say we go say 5 hours of sleep is okay. God will help God will help us, you know. And yes, you know, when she came, she started by referring us to what former boss or the founder of Apple, Steve Jobs, you know,
Okay, yeah. Hey,
his
the article.
message. Yeah, he talked about it. He just what she said now. Just summarize what Steve Jobs said when he was on his sick bed, on his last days. That's exactly what he said. He said life is meaningless with all the wealth. It is just life is the meaningless of wealth. I think that's just the summary of what Steve Jobs talked about. The meaningless of wealth. Wealth is meaningless. This was a man who had it all, a billionaire as at that time, and he said he had everything, and on his sick bed in his last days, what he said was just that all the wealth is that wealth cannot save him. It was so meaningless of wealth and I think material possession. It is meaningless. What is important at that point in time, Steve Jobs come to the realization that health is the wealth, not the wealth. He understood at that point in time that health is wealth, that the wealth as we know it is meaningless. That is just meaningless. When you have health, you are healthy. When you have your head solid, sound, and perfect health, in fact, you are wealthy. Yes, because it is a healthy life that can live to see tomorrow. A life that is not healthy is just, you don't know, before tomorrow that life may be no more. So I agree.
Good evening, gentlemen. Can I say something before we round up? I'm just joining.
2 minutes to
Good evening,
go.
Mr.
2 minutes
Jonathan.
to go. Thank you.
Niger Wash, happy Valentine and happy Sunday and happy New Week. The same to all our members. From Mama Diaspora, we agree to you, man. So I just wanted to, I came in and I heard when Jonathan was saying something. I went back to look at his first comment where he mentioned one critical thing I think the opposition party should take. Since these people are trying to rig this election by concocting a new electoral, the electoral reform to favor them by putting that conditional that in case if it doesn't go through on IRF, that the manual collected from EC will be the um, primary source of collection of results. So I think Nigerians and the opposition party should insist that the electronically transmitted results should be the primary source of collection of results, in the sense that whatever they are doing at the collection center, if in doubt, if parties are opposing it, they should go back to the one on IRF and see what candidates or parties scored at the polling unit, because that one has already gone and is safe there. There will be no way they can manipulate. They can manipulate. That is one. Secondly, that they should insist that all parties, should have access to the collection centers, unfiltered access, and it should be deemed live, even at ward level. There's a way they can do it at ward level. I know people may say it before, but we are in a technology age now. We are in the age of technology. It can be done just as it's done in the Western world, so that as they are counting the vote at the listening, they know that everybody is watching them. They cannot manipulate it. So if party A scores 10 and they go to the ward level, that 10 will be what they have in that polling unit 1. Then the polling unit 2, if they score 20, that 20 will still be there. Before, as time goes on, everything will be done accordingly. There will be no room for maneuvering once it is being broadcast live. So I think the opposition parties should insist on this, as well as their agents having unfiltered access, no DSS, no army, or no taking of the results to governor's house or government house or one hotel where they have lined up their boys. And they should ensure that INEC did not print any extra fresh sheets that they will hand over to people who are willing to rig. They should find a way to make these things, make these conditions and put it in place. It's very important. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Moshola. I think,
okay.
Yeah, okay.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you, everyone. We've come to the end of the broadcast. I want to appreciate you all for your wonderful submission today. Now God bless you now. Thank you, Augustine, Mr. Jonathan, Abdul Malik, Madam Rita, Madam Adama, Mashallah, give us a mandate, Sir Louis, Mr. Odua, and many others that came in. And those of you that called into the show as well, we appreciate you all. And those of you that supported us today, Mr. Joseph Oji, Kingsley, Mother Peggy Modi, Christy CXL, Seven Girl Mede, thank you very much, my people. Mother for Mommy Diaspora, thank you very much, Mommy. I appreciate you. Thanks for all that you do for us here daily. Thank you very much, Abo Aziz, my brother. I appreciate you. Appreciate you all right there. Black Panther, my brother, I can see you right there. Thank you. Love Manduka, thank you very much. Many others. Mother Peg Modi, Mother Eugenia, thank you. And Stella Masevedo and many others. All right, guys, we've come to the end of the broadcast. I'll see you guys again later on. Fingers crossed, 7 p.m. Nigeria time. So we'll continue from where we stop. Good night and bye for now.